welcome to the Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse Shopping Network. Shipping Goblin Bob here is going to tell you all about our new Platinum Edition. It's my favorite.
Thanks, George. Friends, are you tired of putting a cat, a flask of poison, and a source of radiation into a sealed box and having to settle for a cat that's dead or alive? Well, Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse has the product for you. Introducing the Schrodinger's Cat Platinum Edition. With the Schrodinger's Platinum Box, you can have both versions of your pet at the same time. Free yourself from objective collapse and enjoy a cat that simultaneously exists in two decoherent realities. It's time for atomic indeterminacy to enter the macroscopic domain. It's time for Schrodinger's Cat Platinum Edition.
Yeah. She's totally dead. But totally alive.
Only from Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse. Simultaneously available and sold out now.
Hello and welcome again to Band of Badgers! Thank you very much for joining us. This is me. Hello, I'm Dave. This is our Rise of the Runelords campaign. I've got to get this right. I've done so many campaigns recently, we've got to kind of work out which is which. But anyway, welcome. This is the Rise of the Runelords by Peso. This is also my players. Hello, players.
Hello.
We don't have a guest player this week. We already had calendar confusions going on, conflicts in people's diaries, so we're a bit short. But it doesn't matter. We're going to play on anyway because of what happened in last session. So it's a bit handy, really. As always, thank you to all of our supporters. Below me, you'll see some discount codes, and in that, all the people who have supported us. So we're going to give it back to everyone else by having a 10% discount on their shops and services and all kinds of goodies. So keep a lookout below to get 10% off. Now also, as always, with this particular campaign, thank you goes to Beetle and Grimm. They're our kind of primary sponsor for this one. And of course, they've got their upcoming Kickstarter coming out, which is Peso related. So it's to do with Pathfinder. That's why we're doing Runelords. And they've got the Character Chronicles, a character creator journal. It's a fantastic little item. I've seen some of the artwork. If you haven't seen some of the kind of concept work yet, check back on YouTube for the last week's episode 1, and you will see some fantastic artwork. Just fast forward to the middle, and Paul Shapiro, one of the guys from Beetle and Grimm, he joined us, had a little game with us as well. And we did a little Q&A. We managed to pick his brains about a few things which are coming for the Kickstarter. So that's all well worth doing. So we have a giveaway as well. If you have seen any of our previous campaigns and YouTube videos, we also have a few giveaways. Last episode, we did a big bundle. This week we're going to kind of separate them out a bit. So we've got a few different items. So stand by. As soon as we've done this, we're going to give away what we're going to give away, Steve. We're going to give away a premium dungeon 30-day Dungeon Vault code, access code.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And while you're talking, we might as well be getting
those drawers
entrance.
in. Okay.
So
let's
the
start
keyword
straight away
is Rusty. So it's exclamation point Rusty in chat to enter the competition for 30-day premium code on Dungeon Fog.
And if you get
Rusty,
in now,
because we were at the
before
Rusty
everyone else
Dragon
joining us. What was that, Steve?
Yeah, I was just saying, if you put Rusty in, look at Rusty, chosen Rusty, because we're in the Rusty Dragon. That's where we finished last session.
Oh, I see what you did there now. Yeah. Even I forgot that, Steve. I was like, Rusty, Dungeon, Fog, Rusty.
Notes.
Dusty. Right, okay. I lost that one too. We'll also be doing we will be doing a QA during half time. We're not going to have a tea break. Well, I don't get a tea break. Everyone else gets a tea break apart from me. If you want to send me beer and chocolates, that's perfectly fine too. But I'll be doing here. If you have any questions for the players, for me, regarding what we've done with Rise of the Runelords, specifically Rise of the Runelords, Let us know. Our fantastic goblin moderators are here on channel, on site. Say hello, moderators. Make yourselves known. So any question, put a big capital Q with a full stop, and then write your question. We'll save up the questions for the halftime Q&A, and then we can answer those for you. Also, what we introduced last session is a little bit of audience participation kind of thing. Participation. We're going to introduce.
You haven't had anything to drink?
I better.
Claims he's got my
it's the
beer. That's
vodka.
because he's on the
Okay.
gin.
Your dentures in.
It is, yeah, it's definitely vodka. I'm not that old, you cheeky bastard. So, we're going to be doing some votes and some polls and some things like that. So keep an eye out on live chat. That will be coming your way soon. And last session we had a lot of fun with. If you didn't know, if it's your first time joining us, hello, welcome. So Matt Lillard, who is also part of the team of Beadle and Grimm, big famous actor, that kind of thing. You would have seen him on other tabletop gaming streams, especially Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. He's going to be here in a few weeks' time to kind of coincide with the Beadle and Grimm Kickstarter. So what we decided to do to really kind of mess him up and put him to the test is every week we're going to introduce one aspect of his character that he has to play. So this means it's going to be driven by public vote. So you today, I don't know, Steve, if we can open that all the way through today, or if you just want to do it after the break or whatever.
It's up. It's in
up.
chat now.
Running now. So keep a lookout on live chat. You'll go there, and this week I believe we are doing class.
That's correct.
Last week we were doing race or ancestry. And what was the overall vote, Steve?
It's Leshy. So we have a Leshy for our ancestry, and today we'll be choosing our class. So we go Leshy Barbarian. Might be quite entertaining.
And for those who don't know what a Leshy is, can you explain it in 5 words or less?
Probably. It's a plant-based life form.
There you go. Fantastic. I tell you what, for that you can have 1 extra hero point. Well done. That was.
I'd like to say I won't
good.
need it, but I'll be lying.
Yeah. You might need that today. So, and I'll just do a kind of sidetrack here. All my players will start with 1 hero point. So you remember, you all get that. Make a note of that. I'm not going to remember it for you. So please make a note of that. Let's do some shout outs. Who's in there at the moment? I see called Kildare. Hello, Kildare. I bet she's playing PlayStation soon. Who else we got? Session 0. Hi Ryan. I haven't got back to you yet, but I've got your dates. You might be here next week, I think. Who knows? If you can get your desk sorted. So yeah, you might be here next week. We'll get you on. Who else we got? Yeah. And who else is there? If you're there, say hi.
Got Maguire review. He's on.
Got Joshua. I can't see all the names. I hate this. The little screen I get is horrible. Who you got, Steve?
We got the Maguire reviews join us again.
Maguire, hello. Thank you very much. Yeah, you joined us last night. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, our little our little unboxing reviews a little bit different. If only we had more beer, that would have been good. We could have done that.
We'd have gone all night if there had been any more beer.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of the way it goes. Right. So, what else are we doing? Sean, are you in chat? This is a shout out to Sean, TW Cartoons. So, those of you who don't know, we're gonna let me kind of. I'm using the wrong bloody mouse. I've got 4 screens this week. Let me get rid of this and. Cancel that. Let's shrink that down. Hello, I can see my Zoom window now. Now, unfortunately, the players aren't going to be able to see this. But what I'm going to do for everyone who are watching this on YouTube once it's pre-recorded and uploaded, but for those of you on Twitch, they'll see it in a minute. They're all watching Twitch really, but they'll see it 20 seconds later. So I've got a screen. So Sean is a local artist. And he's a local artist, cartoonist. I'm not sure what else we can really say about him, but we asked him to create our artwork, our character artwork. So I'm going to run through some of these, and we'll get these up on the screen. So first up is Harrison. This is a full colour finished piece. There's still a lot of concept work to do, but what we hope to do is kind of turn it into maybe like a static trailer. That's something we can do. Maybe a webcomic. Maybe just highlights from previous episodes that we can get on there. But again, if you're an artist and you're watching this and you think you can do, if you think you can do better, put Sean to the test, and we'll get some fan artwork up there as well. But because we didn't really do much, and if you haven't already seen our session 0 where we kind of explained who our characters were, Josh, can you kind of give a short explanation of the kind of guy Harrison really is?
He is a I have to use the word extravagant again. From session 0, and I said that about 4 or 5 times. But that is very much how Harrison sees himself and the world. But he is a noble guy who, a bit wealthy, but also a bit humble as well and generous. But he quite a cool character. Wants to go into danger, and yeah. He's very adept with a rapier, I think.
Cool. Can you see your artwork yet?
I can. It looks very nice. Nice blonde and the beard, facial hair.
He's got a little bit of chinny beard going on. He's got his rapier. It's pretty cool. Right. So next up is Elias. Professor Elias, tell us about yourself, sir.
Professor Elias is a scholar of the arcane, a student of the occult, student of Thessalonian law, the language, and all of the history. He's obsessed with that period in time and the nation that destroyed itself. He's a master of the arcane arts and a member of the Pathfinder Society, and you can see his wayfinder is woven in his neatly braided beard, which is blue, the colour of magic, obviously, and streaked with white for some unknown reason. The jacket he wears is filled with many pockets because he likes to have lots of trinkets, doohickeys, and various trinkets that he'll pull out at various moments in order to aid him in casting his magic.
Cool, I like it. What's the best bit about Elias so far? What have you? I mean,
it's actually the small
Elias.
glasses.
What have you found about? Oh, you got the small glasses.
The small glasses, I really like that. It's a nice touch. And the eyebrows are great. That's what I really liked about the artwork. And
loving the eyebrow.
Yeah, and of course the cane as well. I didn't even mention the cane. There'll be more of that during the game, so we'll leave that one there.
What's that coming out your fingers there?
That's magic.
Well, is there a specific?
It's
illegal, but
It might be shocking grass. It might be a little bit of produced flame. Blue flame being the highest part of the flame.
Right, we'll move on. Let's have a look at Rup. Rup, I think you've seen these ones before, actually. I'm not too sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Tell us about Rup.
So Rup is he's a halfling. He's from a way away from where we meet the characters. But he's a bit hard on his luck. He's come from he's in his middle age. He's kind of like a normal guy. And he found his god, and now he's here, basically. And he's gambled away his clothes, and won back one of the sailor's coats that he found on the ship. So that's why he's wearing some oversized sailor's coat. So yeah, that's him. He also carries a bag of
member
sweets.
of the party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, not quite. I don't think. Maybe I think Harrison might best me on that one.
True.
Right, let's have a look at Yelena. So what can you tell us about Yelena?
Well, I'm waiting for the picture to come up. Yelena she's a half-orc, and she is a sailor, which if you've watched Session 0, you probably have gathered. She comes from a family of sailors. Her family own a couple of ships, and all of her siblings are somehow involved in it. She has basically been on the water or by the water all her life, a Riddleport, but she's decided she needs to get away. Just there's a few too many memories there at the minute. She just get a bit of space. So she's going to explore, do a bit of adventuring, and perhaps try and further her druidic skills because she is a druid and she wants to learn a little bit more about herself in that way.
Is there any significance to the tattoos or why it's an octopus? Are we allowed to reveal that yet?
I thought it was cool.
There you go.
Literally,
Sea related.
She has another tattoo on her arm, which is flowers, which the flowers have meanings in kind of the traditional sense as we would, which may get filled in a little bit more as we go along.
Cool. And there was a little bit of
die
detail.
horribly at level 2.
Well, we'll find out today. There was also a little bit of detail. In the earring was a fishhook, wasn't it?
Yes. It's a fishhook because why not? You have them lying around. Looks good.
That's true. I think it suits. And last but not least, Tulkas. I like Tulkas. I think the best thing I liked about this artwork is the way how Sean introduced the tattoo. I think when it comes up on the screen, if you hadn't already seen it, I think it looks brilliant.
That's exactly how I imagined it would look. It looks awesome. Good job, Sean. Well happy there. So Tulkas is a member of the Orphan ancestry, which is like Vikings, sea bearers, sort of thing, coastal raiders. He's quite a man mountain. He stands at 6'4". He's about 165 kilos. And unlike what you'd think, he's a very nice chap and he's a very pleasant person to be around. He never ever gets angry, even in the throes of battle. And he talks a little bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because it's basically the only accent I could think of doing at the time. But you'll hear that if you haven't heard it already. So if you've got anything you'd like Tulkas to say, maybe stick it in the chat. I might say it.
There you go. Someone did it last week,
in a funny voice. Sorry?
Someone did Conan last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, right at the end of last week's session, I did a famous line from Conan the Barbarian. But I'm not going to do it again. You have to go back and watch the episode if you didn't see it. But cool. But yeah, he's also half brother of Harrison.
And they've only just you didn't recognise those cheekbones.
Yeah. But he's not. What was the word you used, Josh? Extravagant.
No, not
yes.
extravagant. But
Tulkas is kind of the opposite of extravagant, apart from the fact that he doesn't like to be hit in the face or anything. He for some reason has a very he's very precious of his face. Which is why he has no facial tattoos, and that's about it.
Ooh, so something might come out a bit later in the story.
And where's your picture, Dave?
I'm here. No, I have asked Sean to do something, but he's been so busy doing your characters that he had no crayons left to do work on me. Yeah. So we have got. So we've also commissioned Sean to do one of me. I don't know why, but also we because we're called Band of Badgers, we thought it'd be fun. You've heard of Teenage Turtles, we're going to do something like that. So we're going to do badgers. We're going to do like a wizard badger, cleric badger, warrior badger, rogue badger, in the kind of style of turtles, and that will be a little kind of cartoony band of badgers, if you like. So we're going to do that, and then we might even turn it into an adventure. Who knows? So, but again, we got
Kickstarter. Here we come.
Exactly. We got webcomic and T-shirts and stuff in mind. Sean and I need to have another chat about that. But anyway, so if you like that kind of artwork. Sean is open to commissions. Now again, in the boxes below me, that will cycle over time, but you'll see Sean's details there. We've put his Instagram link in there, so that will come up. It will also, one of the moderators will stick it in live chat, so if you do like his work, go and have a chat with him. He does a lot of commissions. He's been published in a lot of different books. He does some fantastic artwork. So do go and have a chat with him. He's local to us. Yeah, absolutely fantastic guy. He's more than happy to kind of get involved. And he's already, not only has he been doing these for us, as I mentioned, I had a chat with him earlier today, and he's up for doing. Are we allowed to announce any extras stuff, Steve? Yet? Do you think? You're on mute there, Steve.
Sorry, for extras in terms of
Campaigns. Can we announce campaigns yet? Yeah. All
I
right. Then.
think
So
so,
what we
yeah.
got? We're going to. So Steve, him there, or Professor Elias, however you want to say it. Steve is going to be taking over Starfinder campaigns. So we're going to be doing the Starfinder Beginner Box. We're hoping to launch that at the end of September. That will be a Friday night fortnightly stream. We're going to be doing that live. Hopefully we'll have some giveaways and stuff and live chat and interactions going on. But also Joe, who is one of our moderators, say hi Joe when you can. He is going to be doing his first, probably his first proper DM role. And as you know, as you do with your first proper DM role, you're going to do it live in front of an audience and being filmed and put on the hotspot because it adds extra pressure. So he is going to be doing Dungeons & Dragons Tomb of Annihilation. Now we've already got, that's already been just filled up today. We've already been sort of discussing characters and things, and that's going to be the other Friday. So every Friday we'll have, every other Friday would be Tomb of Annihilation, yeah, and Starfinder. So we got a lot to go through, and hopefully we're going to get Sean to do all the character creations for that as well. So, everybody up to date, everybody happy, everybody with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a lot to get through.
You
Right.
have my axe.
Cool. And my 12. Keep them going.
I have no
right.
joke.
So I'm just going to roll Nightbot then.
Oh yeah, we got pick up. Oh yeah, pick a winner. So this is for the Dungeon Fog 30-day premium access.
Good luck, everyone.
So it is not Undead Corpse this time because I've banned him. The winner is John Italia. So congratulations,
Ooh, well
John
done.
Italia. You have won
Congratulations.
a 30-day premium access code to Dungeon Fog, which we are using tonight. So you can see
In action.
see the maps in action. Yeah, there's a whole range of assets, fantasy, sci-fi, everything you want. It's a really good tool. It's allowed us to continue playing during lockdown. So yeah, if you whisper me your email address, we'll get the code over to you today.
And we'll be
Well
doing
done, John
after the break. We'll be doing some more giveaways. We've got some Beal and Grim stuff to do as well. Ooh, loads of things, loads of goodies. Right, so we shall begin. Everybody ready? Everyone got your dice, your pens, your notepads, your paper, your second character, just in case. That took a second.
That's not
yeah.
ominous.
Sorry, excuse me.
You told us to level up. You didn't tell us to do another character as
Oh,
well.
did I not? Oh, sorry. Okay, right. So, last episode, our first proper episode, you managed to stave off a goblin raid. He was a bit kind of apprehensive at the start, but you kind of got in. Literally, Tulkas got literally into the swing of it and was lobbing off heads and body parts through
What was my new nickname again?
What is your nickname again?
Goblin Slicer, wasn't
It's
it?
the Goblin Slicer, or the Goblin Cleaver.
Yeah.
Goblin Cleaver, I think. And you then kind of spent the rest of the afternoon cleaning up the place from the dead bodies and putting out the fires and helping everyone. You had loads of sausages in the pub and at the fete before at the festival. And then you managed to help a family who had sadly lost their dad in a goblin struggle. And then that night you settled down to a game of cards. You'd met Harrison's brother, Aldrin. If you remember that, Harrison.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And in the morning, you woke up. You went downstairs. But a few people were absent. Amiko was gone. Aldrin was gone. And even Rupp's pack of playing cards that had mysteriously disappeared. And I don't think that's got anything to do with it. Really. Who knows? You'll find out. And you also, Befana, found a crumpled note. Now, Steve, can you remember what the note said?
Yes, it
As
was
he
a
turns on
letter.
his screen, his face lights up.
I can remember, but I'm going to read it to make sure I don't get it wrong.
I will see if I can put the handout on screen as well. If this works. There we go.
Okay, so it says, "Hello, sis. I hope this letter finds you well and with some free time on your hands, because we've got something of a problem. It's to do with Father. Seems that he might have had something to do with Sandpoint's recent troubles with the goblins, and I didn't want to bring the matter to the authorities because we both know he'd weaseled his way up there. You've got some pull here in town, though. If you can meet me at the glassworks at midnight tonight, maybe we can figure out how to make sure he faces the punishment he deserves. Not twice, and then 3 times more, and then once more at the delivery entrance, and I'll let you in. In any case, I don't have to impress upon you the delicate nature of this request. If news got out, you know these local rubes would assume that you and I were involved in the whole thing too, don't you? They've got no honour at all around these parts. I still don't understand how you can stand to stay here. Anyway, don't tell anyone about this. There are other complications as well, ones I'd rather talk to you in person about tonight. Don't be late. And it's signed off Suto.
Bifana, who's the little halfling woman who works behind the bar, she explains that Suto is that's Amiko's brother.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
What's this Suto like?
Oh, he's not. Well, I think him and he's a half breed really, but he's him and his sister Amiko. They got on very well, but their father's always been a bit of a tough one. They've never really seen eye to eye, but I don't know what it's all about really. Why midnight?
What do you mean, a half breed?
Well, he's half elven. Basically, Longiko, Amiko's father, he had an affair, and that was Suto.
So Suto is only Amiko's half brother, in the same way that Tulkas and Harrison are half brothers.
Yes, I don't think it's not that uncommon, and I don't think those are all related. Do you think it's a thing?
Well,
It's not
coincidence is
unusual.
always strange, isn't it?
Oh, maybe.
Why the glassworks? Is that some relation to the family?
Well, yes. Longiko owns the glassworks. It's the factory. It's where they, the town is quite prosperous because of it. They're wonderful pieces. They made all the glasses here. They don't just make the glasses and things. They also do the windows for most of the town.
Okay, so it's an active factory then. It's not
Very much
abandoned.
so, yes.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's just down the road.
Yes, I'm not familiar with that part of town. You don't happen to have a map at all, do you? Or maybe we should be asking.
Yes. And she wanders off, kind of has a little waddle behind the bar, rummages around, and she picks up a map. And she comes back to you. It's a simple map of Sandpoint, but you can clearly see the indications of where the cathedral is, where the Rusty Dragon is, where you are now, and the glass factory is on the map, is onto the west, along the coastline.
Okay, so I'll make sure that I mark the location of glassworks on, so we've got it for record. Right. Okay. So Amiko's obviously not around.
What about Alden? Anyone seen Alden?
No, he
Yes,
seemed to
where
have
is my
disappeared as
brother?
well.
Meanwhile, I'm looking under stools and tables and things for cards.
Rob, what have you lost?
Well, every night I sleep with my deck of cards right by my bed, and now they're gone.
Maybe
Oh
you
dear.
lost them in the fight yesterday.
Oh no,
What we played last night?
Yes, he played last
That was
night.
your set of cards.
Yeah.
You played a game?
Yes.
Yeah.
We played against Alden, well, Rupp had the same idea as me. Your brother seemed quite generous and well, a bit flush, shall we say. So Rupp and I decided to fleece him out of some gold with some well-placed gambling.
Yes.
And then Rupp obviously had the same idea as me. We was going to gift that 10 gold pieces that we took off your brother, and we was going to pass it on to Emily Barrett, the widow, because we were unable to save her husband, and she'll obviously be left short. And I know I've been in I've been in situations with a lack of hope and an opportunity, and I'm sure Master Rupp feels exactly the same way.
Of course. Well, I only won 5 gold, but
Come now, Rob. You don't need to be modest. We did take Alden for 10% of what he had on him, I believe.
Yes, my brother does like to gamble.
Does he
A
like
mere
to
frippery
get up
for
and
him.
leave early?
No, that's quite unusual for Alden. I've not seen him do that before. I mean, we talk to each other quite regularly, but this seems unlike him.
Yelena's gonna lean over to the barmaid and just say, "Did Alden leave this morning early? Have you seen him?"
Yeah, well, Amiko's bed certainly wasn't slept in, but no, I haven't checked his room. I'll go and hurry now. And she
Thank you.
toodles off back up the stairs. She has a look around.
Do you think he might have been a little upset about Tulkas?
Well, I haven't spoken to him about the whole situation. I was the one who investigated it all. It must have been quite a shock for him to learn about our brother.
he seemed pretty happy after Tulkas said he wasn't after the family fortune.
Yeah, that did kind of seem to make him a bit more mellow.
Yes.
I have no need for money.
Yes,
No,
well,
that's
Not your
true.
money anyway.
yes, this was one of our concerns, of course, of having a brother. That you of course may have wanted some of the Foxglove fame and fortune, but
I make my own fortune in this world. I do not need inherited fortune.
well, Tulkas, if you do want a job in the business, I'd be more than happy to help you in that regard. But
Do you own a business of chopping up goblins?
no, but we could use a nice, strong person to protect our goods. That would be a good deterrent.
Yeah, I will consider.
Just out of curiosity, why didn't you tell Alden about Tulkas when we first discovered and had contact with him?
I wanted to investigate myself. I thought that it would be good to get the information, my own, being the inquisitive guy that I am. I thought I'd investigate, and if it turned out to be correct, I would bring the news to Alden when I was ready.
Instead, you got a big family reunion in the middle of a battle.
Yes, well, and the goblin attack was quite an interesting one.
It was
Well,
good fun.
To be fair, it did show Tulkas' best side.
Yes,
Well-
that dog in your pocket, Tulkas, that was quite an interesting.
No, I was just pleased to see you, brother. Yes, fighting and eating sausages is my speciality.
So, is the barmaid back at all?
Yep, you hear her trundle back down to the stairs. No, he's well, it definitely seems as if the bed has been slept in, but Aldrin is nowhere to be seen. His items are gone as well.
Was there anything of note in the room?
No,
Any
It's-
notes
it's
of
the-
notes?
it's a big room. He certainly didn't have company. We would have seen it, but it's certainly been, his bed has been slept in.
Interesting.
No signs of struggle.
No,
No.
Do you
Maybe
think
he
he...
had
I don't think so. I mean, the
Maybe he
sheets
had
are a bit tousled,
urgent
but
business elsewhere.
Well, we've been tasked by Sheriff Bellor to aid in keeping the peace, and well, if Alden is gone but his items have been packed away and there doesn't appear to be any sign of struggle or anything like that, then I assume he's just moved on. Maybe he was unsettled by the goblin attacks and just wanted to get back
Go
home.
back to Magnemar.
Yeah. Whereas, Amiko, her bed hasn't been slept in, and we have evidence that she's gone somewhere at midnight last night. So, concerned that something may have happened at the glassworks yesterday. So maybe
Well, her father was very upset with her yesterday.
yes, that's what
Yeah,
concerns me.
Yeah, we saw.
Bar lady, is there a nearby post office or somewhere I can
Bathana.
send a letter?
Bathana.
Yes, Elias. Yes, it is. It's okay. He stays
He's
here
that
often.
sort.
Yes.
Harrison, you need to learn to use people's names. They're not just their jobs. They have actual names and lives.
I apologise. I'm still half asleep. What was the name again? Sorry.
You went to bed a lot
First.
earlier than the rest of us.
Well, I need my sleep, of course.
I think you
You
need
need
to let us
sleep.
know which hours during the day you are at your most efficient.
I
We
think
can
about 2 o'clock
track
in the
our
afternoon.
progress around that.
Being a noble person, my hours are late, and I sleep late and I wake up late. The only prime hours, 3 hours, I'm very active in the day. So who is the bar lady again? I apologise.
Bathana.
I am Bafana. I've
She's
been
right
here
here.
for years. I've been
I
here since you were
apologise.
still sneaking in as a little boy round the back.
Well, Bathana. So is there
No,
a nearby
Bethana.
Bethana? Yes. Right. Is there a nearby post office or somewhere we can post some letters? I might want to send a letter to my brother Alden.
Well, I think, I don't mean to be rude, but I'd really like you to find where Amiko is. She does say, look, meet them mysteriously at midnight. It's 8 a.m. and I'm making you breakfast.
Well,
Can we
okay.
take
Well,
some
I'll have to
sausages
ask
to go?
around. I'll have to
And
ask
you
around.
want to visit the post office.
Well, I need to know where Alden is. I need to send a letter.
It's clearly
where are you
Wednesday,
going
and
to
the post
send
office
it?
is not open on a Wednesday.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to find a nearby pigeon or something to send it for me.
Random skanky pigeon.
You probably think it does, though, doesn't he? Here, pigeon.
Fly!
Fly. Find my brother. Fly.
Well, shall we? Should we?
Head to the
Suppose you're now-
glassworks. That's a great idea.
Yes, I think we should go. See
Should
if
we
we
find
can find
Amiko then?
Amiko.
Yes, we need to investigate the glassworks and see what's gone on overnight. And if this place is active, we need to really get there early because the next shift might be starting, the morning shift might be starting. I don't know when they smelt glass. We don't want any evidence of what might have happened between midnight and now being erased by hundreds of people turning up. So I think we need to get over there quickly.
Enough talk. It's time for action.
Well said, Tulkas. Well said. Okay, I guess I'm holding the map, and I'll take the lead.
Lead the way, Prof.
We'll head over to the glassworks on the west side of town.
Okay, so as you trundle into that direction, you can see it pretty much from the time you come out of, as you come out of the pub, you go left up the road, and you can see it ahead of you. There is a slightly large factory, and it seems to be gathering a crowd on the outside. As you get closer, there are lots of kind of murmurs from local residents and things. You can see from a distance the chimney, there's fumes of smoke coming out the chimney. But it appears the front gate is locked. Big chain wrapped around it several times.
Interesting. Well, it doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Was it the front gate she had to go into, or was there another entrance?
It was a delivery entrance.
Yes.
Not 3 times at the delivery entrance, but
If not twice, then 3 times more.
And then once more after that.
Yes. Well remembered.
Game.
But there's yes, this is the gate into the main compound, though, isn't it? So yeah, we need to get through here first. I'm not sure entirely if there is a delivery entrance. Can I have a look at the map? Does it look like there's a gate round the back or something?
The glassworks factory backs onto a cliff that then takes you down straight into the beach. So obviously, this is glassworks. One of the main ingredients of glass is sand, and having a sandy beach just there, literally on the doorstep, is really handy.
It's fortuitous.
For a glass factory. It's almost as if they planned it. God. So there is a fencing all the way around it, up until the cliff. So you could kind of wander around either side until you got to the cliff, or you've got these huge kind of double gates at the front, which is a chain and a big padlock on them.
Oh, there is
kind
a
of
padlock,
milling around. Yeah.
I can have a go at it, or do you want to, Professor?
Oh, I'm fine to allow you to chance your arm there. Look, they're up. You seem to be as equally deft in the sleight of hand as I am. So yeah, please.
So a few of the people who are around you kind of meamble over. You can hear a kind of grumble, and they're all kind of saying, "Well, this is not to make anything of it, but I know it was a bad day yesterday, and I don't know what they're doing now. But those gates have been closed from well into early morning. Don't know why.
Would they normally be open?
Well, normally they're never really closed. They're just for show, I guess. They've never been locked since I've been here, and don't know why. But as you can see, look, if you look at the factory, you see the windows. They're all shuttered. Look.
Yes. Do you work here?
No, I don't work there. No, but it's a small team. Longico is very good for his staff. They're key workers. I mean, he puts beds in there and they can rest. Fairly often they'll work overnight or through the nights on special projects. But I've never ever seen them shut the gates. This is it's a bit very, and never shut the windows as well. That does seem very strange.
Do any of the other workers have a key?
Well, the workers would have been in there. If it's a project they're working on, but it just seems strange they've locked the gate.
Okay. At this point, I'll not even trying to hide it. I'll try and pick the lock.
I can stand behind you. Well,
Yeah.
Tulkas stands behind Rupp, shielding him from view.
Okay.
So, Rap, if you're doing that, I'm going to give you some words of encouragement. Just make sure you put
Don't
it in the
sing,
right hole.
brother.
Thank you.
Wise words.
I'll
Wise
pray
words.
to my god as well that I get this.
So I will activate my one for all feat, and I will roll diplomacy, and I rolled a natural 1, so that's a critical failure on that.
First roll of the session, and it's a natural 1.
What does that mean? Do I get a negative?
I need to look at the aid.
You've just shouted in my ear while I'm trying to do it.
Yeah. Put it in the right hole.
Stop distracting him, brother. Let him do his work.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 8, which gives a 16. So try and pick this lock.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's slightly rusted, but it's barely been used, and it's just been out in the sea air for all this time. But yeah, you managed to get it, clank it open. You start pulling the chain off the gate, and if you want, you can push the gates open.
In we get.
Tulkas pushes them open.
Okay, they swing, fine. Squeaking on the hinges. There was a sound effect there.
I think we better close the gates behind us.
Yeah.
We'll investigate the glassworks, good sir. If any of the workers turn up for work today, please advise them that the factory is closed for the moment while we investigate. We've been deputised by Sheriff Bellor, so we're here on the authority of the mayor and the town council.
All right.
Okay. Where is Sheriff at the moment?
He's gone to restock the town guard. He's heading to Magnamast to see if he can recruit some there from the city guard.
Okay.
Yesterday was a bad day, and we lost a lot of good people.
We?
The town.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm sure you were new.
No,
but
I've lived here for a long time.
Not you. I mean, your new friends, I guess. Not that we mind you. I mean, you did a good deed yesterday, so thank you.
We
You're
judge people
welcome.
by their deeds, not their location.
Just another day in Sandpoint for me.
Right.
So as we go through the gates, do we see anything in the grounds that we couldn't see because of the fences?
No, it was an open fence. It's just a
Oh,
you
it's
know
open
like a
fence,
wire
sorry.
mesh fence kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, you can see you've now got full access. You close the gates behind you, so not to let any kind of
We're not gonna
townsfolk
lock 'em,
in
though.
behind you. No, you just push them
Okay,
to.
cool.
Okay.
And there you go. So you can
Um,
see a well-worn. There's light grass all the way around. You've got a few trees. It's a big one ground floor factory. Lots of windows around the middle. To the left side is like a rounded edge. It looks to be some kind of shop front. And to the right hand side, and there's pathways going one to the left, one to the right. Pathway around to the right looks like it might take you to maybe more of the offices, if you like.
Can Harrison see a particularly large tree that he could potentially climb in this
You can
area?
do, yeah. There's a tree quite near you, yes.
I mean, I'm just looking for the tallest tree in amongst the trees to see if I can have a better vantage point. Into
They're
the
more
building.
like small, sparse apple trees.
Okay.
So we can try and get in, as in look in the factory first, maybe.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
I just thought I wanted to climb a tree, but
Okay.
Check around the factory, try and find the
I just want to climb
try
a
and
tree.
find the goods indoor.
So-
yes. Let's try the building first. I mean, if we can't get in, I'll
Usually
climb
you
up
don't
it.
find interesting things at the top of trees, but you know, if
Unless you are hungry and want an apple.
that's from experience. I don't know if you have much experience in the real world, Harrison, but
Ooh.
No, I just thought it'd be helpful to climb a tree, and I learnt about it. Just getting a good vantage point, depending on the size of the tree, I suppose.
okay, I'll use my vast wisdom to say that that's usually not a great idea.
Maybe we do it in the
Noted.
forest, but right here we can see.
So we make our way to the building and try and find the goods indoor.
Well, so the left hand side looks like a shop front. So should we try the other side, the right hand side?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Are we just peering in through a window, shall we say? Or
Yeah, there's you've got 1, 2, 3. You've got 5 windows on the frontage. Then over to the left is this kind of round area, which looks to, even from the distance where you are, looks to be some kind of shop front. But the right hand side goes around the corner. There are 2 windows on the left, and then a door facing you.
I'll just brush the condensation off the glass and just look in.
Okay.
How high up is the glass?
Yeah, I might need a boost.
Yeah, you can probably-
So Tulkas sees you what you're trying to do and lifts him up.
No offense, Rob.
And none taken.
Okay, so you peer through one of these 2 windows, and you clearly see it's some kind of staff room or meeting room. Both windows go into the same space, but it's empty. The doors are closed. Nothing looks untoward. It's just an empty meeting room.
Right. Which door in the letter do they say to be in? We go in.
Delivery entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe we go there first for clues, or is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's go
I
there
think we have to
first.
keep going round to get to the delivery door. Is that correct?
Well, there was 2 windows and then a door in the front. So we just check out the right side of the building to see if there's anything down the side.
If you go around to the edge, the right-hand side edge, you see another. It's about a 30-foot long wall. You've got 2 more windows there, and then the building carries on around the edge. But it will start to get closer to the cliff edge.
Yeah. I don't think there's necessarily anything right at the cliff edge. You wouldn't want to be driving any carts down that way, would you?
No.
That would be a terrible design.
Maybe we try this door. This may be a delivery entrance. I don't know. We're sort of shooting in the dark a bit. We
You
don't
might
really
guess.
know the layout.
Is there a big letters saying delivery on the door?
Goods in.
No, there's a sign on the door that says custom office if you're looking for signs.
Okay. Yeah, this looks like the customs office.
Oh, well read, brother.
Are there any other signs around pointing to maybe where deliveries need to go?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Because normally big
nothing
buildings
in
like
the
this.
nothing in the area where you are.
Can we walk around the other side of the building then, the bit that we haven't been round?
Yep. So you go around. Do you want to look in the windows as you walk past them? Or you
Yeah,
want to keep on
keeping
walk?
our eyes open.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll have a
Okay,
quick
so you look
glance.
into various rooms. The first window, for example, looks to be like some kind of food storage or pantry. Again, you heard the locals saying that a lot of key workers will work and live on site or work through the night. So there is food storage there. The room is a bit of a mess. There are barrels which seem to be a bit overturned. Some of the sacks of grain have been torn open or pushed over. You want to keep looking?
Yep.
Yeah.
Look and see
Yeah.
if there's another door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you look peer into some more windows, again you see what appears to be a kitchen. So next to the food areas. Again, this kitchen, unlike the staff meeting room, the cupboard doors are open, the drawers are out. Looks to be like some stuff is smashed onto the floor.
Like it's been ransacked.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay,
Oh, this
I
don't
think
look
we
good.
need to find a way in. So we've got these doors here. Do we run to the other end of the building where the shop front was? See if there's some more doors there. See if that is the delivery entrance, or
Maybe
just enter here.
just get inside. It looks like
Yeah.
there's reason for us to.
Try the nearest door.
You want to run. So you run past a couple more windows, and it turns the corner into an area where the building it becomes round. It's mostly made of glass, but there is a door right there. And it does say shop customers and deliveries.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, let's go in that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull weapons out.
Can I
Who's
try
going
the
in
door?
first?
Shift the weapons.
I'll try the door.
Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. Can I listen in? Is there anything in there?
Yeah, you can do again. Roll your perception check.
20. Unnatural.
Perfect. You hear a low rumbling coming from the building.
Should be fine.
What does that mean, Rup? What does that mean?
It's fine. I'm already picking the lock at this point.
Rap,
Come on,
rap
Rob.
some,
Work
rap
your
some more
magic.
words of encouragement for you.
Okay. No, it's fine. I don't need them.
Do you want me to shut him
Brother,
up?
just leave him be, will you?
I might need those words of encouragement, actually. I got a wait, what was that? Sorry. 13. To try and pick the lock.
No, you fail, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You want to try
So
again?
The door
Okay.
remains locked.
Elias, do you want to go? This one's a bit...
Oh, I think I trust your skills, and if you
I didn't hear it click out a pin 4, so... You know.
Very specific, like
I,
it.
I would say if you've been unable, then it's probably beyond our abilities. Maybe this is a special lock, needs a special key. This is the main entrance after all. I think
I
you
think you might have the
strong arm
special key,
door.
Tulkas.
Tulkas.
Well, I was just wondering if it was magic and it opens with the knock. The knock.
A very
that
hard
we saw
knock.
in the note.
We could do.
It will not hurt.
Interesting. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I will bring that up.
I believe it was twice, then three times, then once more.
So I'll knock twice, and then 3 times more, and then once more.
Okay. You nothing happens.
We try the handle again.
It's still locked.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not a
be visual
like a
thinking.
heavy door or anything, but the door was locked.
Okay,
Tulkas,
I'll
you-
attempt to
you've got
kick
a
it
shoulder.
open.
Go ahead and do a
I'll
strength
attempt
check.
to kick it open. Athletics check,
Go on
I
then.
believe. I'll shoulder barge it.
Have a go.
And Hey, do you want to give me words of encouragement, brother? And just
Yes.
before he starts speaking, I
I
go
run.
back 10 feet and then run towards the door.
I will
Right,
say
so
push
that
it real
is-
good.
That's a 17 total.
Yep. So you take a few steps back, so you're 10 foot away from the door. You sprint at the door and shoulder barge. It immediately kind of bounds off its hinges as you go headlong into this. It would be a china shop, but it's a glassware everywhere. There are glass shelves with glasses, glass counter
glasses?
with glass glasses,
No.
glass counter with glass glasses, and all kinds of glass vases with glass glasses. There's glass everywhere, and the light streaming in from outside is all this dizzying effects of different coloured glass all the way around.
A bit like a kaleidoscope, yes?
Yes. So it looks lovely. But yes, you are in what appears to be the shop front or the display area
Right,
of
well, I'll
this
step
glass
through,
factory.
weapons drawn. Although I'm probably already about 5 feet in the room, aren't
Okay. The counter goes around sort of half of the circular shape of the room, and there is a door behind it, which will take you further into the building.
I? So, come
Be
on,
very careful. Everyone.
Yeah.
Harrison will step through over the door that's just been broken. I'll say, Tulkas, good job, brother.
then. Thank you, brother. Your praise means so much.
He's just
Couldn't have done it
jealous
better
Tulkas
myself.
he couldn't have done it himself.
I'm sure with a sufficient run-up, he could have done it himself.
So now you get a better look inside the room. Everyone's in there. Behind the counter are two doors. One is directly behind the counter. One is kind of go behind the counter and follow it to the dead end, and then there's a door there.
Oh, 2 doors.
The door on the right says private. The door centre behind the counter says factory.
What was the one that's marked private? Would that be one of the windows we went past?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Ah,
Essentially.
did we see anything specific in that room?
You ran past the last two.
Oh, okay.
windows.
Let's just go try it then.
Yeah.
I would say we head to the factory. The reason
Yes,
I'm saying this is because it will be a larger area, and we can get that checked out quicker. I'm assuming the private leads off to the offices, which seem to make up quite a sort of rabbit run amongst the buildings. So maybe that's a more convoluted path, and we do that second. Let's clear the factory first.
Yes.
Now you're in the shop properly. You can also hear what Rupp was picking up on. There's a low murmur, which must be because the furnaces are on.
Okay.
As I suspected.
The
Furnace
furnace is burning, and if something has happened here, we probably need to maybe get that under control. A furnace like this on the edge of a town could cause a lot of damage if it gets out of control.
I think time is of the essence. Let's go. And Harrison
then.
heads off into the factory.
Follow him.
Yeah.
Towards the
Open.
factory.
Elena will go that way as well.
Step careful, brother.
Is it
Okay,
open?
So you're going into the factory? Yep.
Is there a door to the factory? Or is it just an
There's-
entranceway?
No, it's a doorway. The door's
Okay.
closed. There's a sign on it says factory. The other door says private.
Okay. Harrison will attempt to open the factory door.
Okay. The door is unlocked. So your attempt to open the door is fine. You open the door. And it's
Yeah, well, I'm twisting the door handle to see if it's locked effectively, and a slight push. So I will do the slow open and hopefully there's a slight creak as I do it.
Yeah.
Just is there light in this room as I open the door?
Yep, there's you're in a corridor, so the door opens up. You've come from a circle room, so you're kind of on a corner edge anyway. So directly to your left is a couple of windows and the corridor. There's a door directly opposite you as well, and there's a corridor going up to the left. To the right is a very, very, very long corridor, which appears to end in a couple of doors, And in the middle of the right-hand wall is a single door.
Is there a particular direction where the humming is particularly coming from? If I
Definitely
can do a
in the
perception.
door opposite you.
Okay.
You can do a perception. You can still do a perception check, but yeah,
Alright.
you can.
Well, that's
before we get out of the counter, is there any what is behind the counter?
More glasses.
Or glass? Is there like a checkout bit as well?
There's a glass checkout. There's a glass sort of standee.
Everything's made of glass.
There's a glass of everything. There's glass.
But given that it's all
weighing
glass,
things,
has
scales.
the money been taken out and everything?
Yes.
You'd be able to see
So
it.
the
The till was
till
made of
is
glass.
empty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The money drawer is empty.
Yeah. Okay. Does it look like someone left in a hurry?
Well, this room is pretty undisturbed, so
Okay.
maybe they were just cashing up at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Let's continue.
okay.
Let's
So I
roll.
rolled an 11 plus 7 for the perception, so that's 18.
Okay.
But
Yep.
as you say, it's directly in front of us. So unless I hear anything else particularly with that roll.
So you can hear what appears to be maybe breaking glass or something.
I hear breaking glass.
Sounds like somebody else is here then.
Let's be on our guard.
We may need a strategy.
Yes, one of those. Oh,
A plan. We may need a plan.
Plan.
Plan is good, yes, and strategy, yes.
I can sneak. I'm good at that.
Shall we send Rupp?
I
to
don't want to
scout
send
out?
Rob in. No. We know they're here. They don't know we're here. I think we have the element of surprise to work with. Rupp sneaking is good because that can take advantage of any distraction that maybe Tulkas and yourself can effect, Harrison. So maybe you two take the front and the rest of us bring up the rear and support you guys.
I like this plan.
Yep.
So Tulkas and I should lead, yes?
I believe so in this case, yes.
Okay.
As it should
So-
be, brother.
Let's do this, and I will unsheath my rapier, and I will head on stealthily. Should we, Tulkas? Should we go a bit stealthy, or should we just walk normally?
Brother. You're so sneaky. Tulkas does not sneak.
I will be slightly gingerly footed, or what's it called?
Gingivitis.
No, what's it called?
Light-footed?
Light-footed. There we go.
Flat
For
footed.
you, I will step
walking
carefully,
gingerly.
brother.
Yes, walking gingerly and light-footed, with a 16 stealth. So
I will step lightly also.
Rory stealth.
14 total.
Okay. And which way were you going? Left, through the door, or right?
Towards the noise.
yeah,
Which is there's a
but-
door directly in front of you, basically.
and the
Yeah.
breaking glass, if that is the same
Yeah.
direction.
Okay.
Through the door straight in front.
Right, who's opening the door?
I will open the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will. As Tulkas opens it, I will have my rapier ready to stab whoever appears.
A small child opens the door. Harrison stabs it through the eye.
The door opens up. You get a blast of heat straight away. The furnaces are definitely on through this, and as you don't see anything straight away. The room is, from the vantage point, you see like open, rounded areas where the windows are. So the light again is streaming through, and just as you both kind of step into the room, there's one of the glasses just kind of smashes into the floor next to you, and as you look around at the floor, it's covered in bits of glass, all different sizes, and then another one flies past you and lands into the wall just next to you as it just shatters. What we
Can
do
we
is
perception check to see who's throwing them?
go for it.
11 plus 5, 16 total.
Okay, so you need to kind of step in a little bit more. The furnace is just kind of to your right, so it blocks out part of your view. So you step in quite openly into the room. It's a very long kind of corridor room, lots of tables and bits and pieces. I'll read out the proper description for you. So, a furnace burns along the southeast wall of this room. There are marble tables that sit in the chamber, used to work raw glass into usable shapes, with nearby wooden tables cluttered with various tools of the trade. Obviously, this is the room where you would work the glass or melt the glass into various shapes, and the fires are very hot. What we're going to do, we're going to change our view. We're going to go to the map. So we've already got a Dungeon Fog map loaded up. So you guys have stepped into the room. I am assuming that everyone else is behind you. So front line is Harrison. And
Speak
Tulkas.
now, if I ever hold your peace.
Exactly. And we'll bring up the... Oh, we don't need that one anymore. Turn that one off. And we'll bring up the map. So, I'm going to try and do this from my window in OBS while I move things around slightly. So I can see Tulkas and Harrison on the screen. Steve, have you got the others in place as well?
Yep, they're just outside the room.
Okay, so they were stepping in the room with them.
Okay.
Everyone's kind of gone through. And what you see, this is kind of for Tulkas and Harrison's point of view, really. The room is a gruesome display of goblin boredom. There are bodies of at least 8 murdered staff that lie in various stages of dismemberment. The goblins have been burning legs and arms in the furnaces with glee, pouring melted glass on the remains in an attempt to duplicate the centre masterpiece. In the centre window, where you can see that big kind of mound of rubble, on top of all that rubble, in a chair, is the form and body of Longico. He's propped up in his chair, and he is encased in thick, runny sheets of hardened glass.
Oh dear.
And that's where we can roll.
Nasty way to go.
That's where we're going to roll initiative, guys. For our first bit of combat. Let's
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, good.
That is a good roll. 26 for Harrison.
10.
26 for Harrison.
26, yeah. 19
Cool.
plus 7.
Yelena.
Oh no, not 10. 16. Sorry.
Yelena. Yep. Elias.
22.
22. Tulkas.
An unnatural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, so unnatural, it's spooky.
And Rupp.
12.
12.
12.
12. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay. So all the goblins turn around and can see you and face you. And they just kind of stop what they're doing. They have a look on their faces like, and they all start picking up like red hot tongs, and some of them have bits of dripping glass on them. Some of them still have their dog slicers, but they all start kind of moving towards you. But first up is Harrison, followed by Elias. What would you like to do?
I will head up to the table that I can see in front of me, and attempt to jump on top of the table.
Okay, we are going to have to do an athletics check.
That's fine, I can do that. That will be 7 plus, unless it's acrobatics or athletics. Right.
I was
Well,
going to do
either way.
athletics. But
Okay, 7
It can
plus
be
4 is 7 plus 4, so that is 11.
so athletics is for jumping. Yeah, we'll go with that. Acrobatics is balance, tumble, maneuver, and flight. So it'd be athletics.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 11.
Okay, so you manage to jump up, but with all the stuff that's all over the table, bits of glass and things, your footing slips and you slam onto your back prone.
Ah.
Okay, you're going to be.
Oh dear.
You're going to be
Elena
stuck.
holds up a board saying 0.
So yeah, I think. I think that's
Elias,
it for me.
you're next. That is that for you, yeah.
Right. Okay. I think I might have to change what I was going to do then.
Next up is Yelena.
Okay.
I will reach out and grab Tulkas' arm.
Reach
and
out
I'll
and touch space.
look into his eyes and say, I bless your weapon. Go forth and sunder these goblins and save your half brother from his own embarrassment. I'll cast magic weapon.
I have a feeling it won't be the first time.
So you get a +1 item bonus to attack rolls.
Nice.
And you can increase the damage dice to 2 of what you roll normally. So if you roll 1d8 normally, it's now 2d8.
Potentially the damage he did during the fate, he won't probably need it.
Well, I was just thinking if I combine that with power attack, technically that might mean I'm rolling 4 damage dice. Because power attack means you double the damage dice that you're rolling. But
You're
I don't know if they
obliterate them if you do hit them.
Yeah. But I take it that's only for one weapon. It isn't for both weapons, is it?
It's only for one weapon.
Yeah, cool. Okay. And it was just for attacking, not for damage. Just the dice for damage, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's +1 to attack bonus, and then an extra damage dice to your damage.
So what's the effect on his? What do you do to his weapons?
So I'm going to sheath it in blue flame, just to follow the artwork that Sean kindly did for us. So the flames that come out at the end of my fingers, I transfer that onto his axe.
Cool.
Tulkas says, "Oh my God, this is awesome! Thank you." Elias.
You're most welcome. Please do something about your brother.
You want me to hit him?
It might be the most expedient way we can deal with it.
I think you might be right. Right, it's Yelena's go though.
It's Yelena's go first, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's the bad guys.
How close is the nearest goblin to me?
To you, can you see it on the map at all?
I can. I don't know how many feet. That's all.
They're 5 foot squares.
They're 5 foot squares. Okay.
About 10, 15.
Okay. How do I stop Harrison from being horribly murdered? Not sure I can. Okay, I'm gonna point my staff at G3, and sticky vines are gonna appear from the floor underneath him. I'm gonna cast Tanglefoot, which means I need to make a spell attack against him. 14 plus non-natural 20.
Ooh,
to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so he takes 10-foot circumstance penalty to his speed for a round.
Yeah.
But he can attempt to escape against my spell DC to remove the penalty.
Okay,
so
cool.
I've slowed him down.
So the vines appear and sort of wrap up around his legs.
Yeah, and they're sticky.
He's trying to struggle against those. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
It looks kind of like seaweed.
Very nice.
Around him.
Does it move like seaweed, as if it was in water, but there's no water?
It kind of does, yeah. It kind of does. It's how it kind of moved and then stuck to him, and it's kind of
entangling him slowly.
Yep. Everyone loves seaweed in the water.
Cool.
I'm gonna stay where I am for the minute.
Okay. The bad guys have a go. So immediately as Harrison comes crashing down onto the table, G1, you see his lips pull back in glee. He's like, yeah! goblin food. Right, so he rolls attack you. He's going to use the hot tongs with a bit of broken glass on them. And 16. That's a 22. That's definitely going to get you, isn't it?
Yep. So
Yeah.
-2 for rolls I get. So as in, basically, my AC is 17 as opposed to 19.
Oh, okay. I've got your armor class as. Oh, yeah, because of that. Okay. Yeah, I've got your armor class as 18.
Yes,
Normal
it is.
18,
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's normal 18. Yeah. The shield is +1, but I haven't raised the shield yet.
Okay. Cool.
You got a buckler?
I do, but I haven't raised it yet. So
No, I'm just.
Yeah,
I was just asking.
Okay. So he still hits you.
Mhm.
I've lost my dice. I've got brand new. I've got brand new dice. You probably won't be able to see it on that screen, but look, I got dice.
Ooh, pretty.
Pretty dice.
Pretty.
5 points of damage. He just he doesn't even hit you with it hard. He just comes near you, and it burns into your shoulder.
Oh dear.
And as he pulls it back, even the bits of the skin is still attached to it in strings.
Yummy.
As these hot red
Bastard.
tongue things get you.
At least it's cauterized, Harrison.
Yeah,
Thank
stops
you,
bleeding
Elias.
instantly.
Yeah, you're welcome.
G3 just comes straight over. He's like, Longshanks, and goes running up to Tulkas and tries to swing his cleaver, his dog cleaver. Ooh, got that.
Oh, rude.
That
He-
is
he
a
had-
24. Oh, he can't.
did
He
it.
can't. He can't. He's
He
moved. Number 3 can't move. So he
gonna hit
tries to
Harrison.
do that, but swings down at his legs instead.
Well, I was
he's
trying to
obviously
save
trying to free
Harrison, but I
himself.
saved Tulkas instead.
Yeah, that's fine. Well done. Number 2 will take a step forward and swings for Harrison. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and misses. Harrison managed to pull his legs out of the way just as though goes down and smashes it. Probably because his arm is pretty much melting around him.
Nursing myself right now.
Yeah. And we'll keep the others with that. G6, move 1 square up. G7, move 2 squares to the left. I've got Steve controlling this, by the way. I'm
There you go.
doing it because I was doing loads of other things. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Does G5 and G4 move?
No, they're going to stay where they are. That's fine. Tulkas, you're up, followed by Rupp.
Right. Tulkas, seeing his brother get partially melted,
Yep.
is obviously going to go to his aid. So he's going to move up to G1. So just stand just round a bit more so I can get G1 and G2. There you go. Excellent. And I am going to do a double slice, which means I've got to attack twice. So the first one hits with I'm assuming it hits anyway, a 22.
Yep. No, that's
And-
good. You basically, for the goblins, this batch of goblins, you basically need 16 to hit. So.
Right,
Yeah.
that's kind of handy because the next one was 16, exactly.
Yep, perfect.
So, oh, I've got the wrong dice. Doing a Dave, I've got the wrong dice.
Don't do a Dave.
Yeah, so
I've got loads of dice
Um,
now. I've got all these Runelords dice.
the battle axe hits for 7 damage,
Okay.
and
Is that
the
number 1?
Yep, and the
Right.
hatchet.
You obliterate him. He's gone.
The hatchet. Oh, I didn't even roll the second dice there, but I won't bother. And the hatchet hits for 10 damage.
Okay. Both of them go down
Woo!
with two separate swings. One, the first one, you knock his head off, and it goes flying. And then the second one, you just thunk the hatchet straight into his skull. And it just, the weight of its own body pulls it off the weapon.
And that's all my actions over because it was 1 action to move, and double slice is 2 actions.
Cool. Well
And
done.
I-
Well
and
done,
I just have
Mr.
time to
Tulkas,
say-
well done.
Just have time to say to Harrison, Harrison, stop melting and stand up.
There's no reply from Harrison. He's like, ah! So much pain, he doesn't even hear you.
Tulkas, I'll get up in a minute. I'm just a bit hurting right now.
5 more minutes.
Right, Rup, you're up.
I flick my coin, and a spectral spear appears in my hand, and I just throw it at the nearest
Nice.
goblin. And
The one who's wrapped up in seaweed.
cast Divine Lance. Yeah.
Very nice.
Does that do anything to his AC or anything?
No.
Okay. I got 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And I do 7 points of damage.
Nice. You kill that one. So
Master.
there's
Right, right.
That was masterful.
Virtual high five.
That is.
Catch it with my spear throwing hand. My coin is the way
Good
out.
job, Rap. I couldn't do better myself.
Goblins!
Speaking very well after his arm is on fire, basically. Yeah, could do better myself, or not in that condition, no.
Oh, I couldn't do better myself. Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, G3 goes down, the spear flies
And then
through
I will
him
cast
completely.
Guidance on Tulkas as my
What's
last
that
action.
do?
Cool.
It gives you +1 to an attack roll.
Blimey.
Lost a
There
few
you go.
people there, Steve, in the map. Or at least my version of the map.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah. I've lost Yelena and.
Oh, Yelena's back, but everyone's in darkness now. There we go. So, that was it. Oh, that's the end of the first round.
Plus 11 to hit.
Okay, next round. You see... the double doors at the far end, directly opposite you. I don't know why I'm pointing to my screen. It's not like you can see what I'm doing. They burst open, and a very well-dressed man steps in the room. Very kind of calm demeanor. He has a bow in one hand, and straight away, even as he's walking into the room, he's already taken an arrow and loaded it up as he comes in. He steps into the room and jumps up onto the table on the right hand side, and
See, that's how I should have done it. Oh.
right, what was your initiative score?
Mine was a 12.
A 12. Right, okay. Thank you. Okay. He's got 13. Right. Harrison, your go.
So, DM ruling. I would like to attempt to equip my hand crossbow as I'm laying prone.
Okay.
If that's
where,
possible.
where is it? Where is
it's
your hand crossbow?
It is to my side, where it's basically parked,
Your
where
left
I can
side or
get
your
a,
right side?
where I can easily access it, where my arm hasn't been cauterized.
So your left arm has got burnt at the shoulder.
Yeah.
So your right arm is available.
Yeah.
So are you right-handed or left-handed?
I haven't actually. I
Yes,
will
you-
make a rule. I will make a ruling now that I am right-handed, and I
Well,
will
you go.
keep to that.
You are, otherwise we're going to have to get Sean to draw your picture again the other way around.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good. That's a good point. Thank you. Sean saved me. So, so Harrison will reach down to his hand crossbow with his other hand and aim it at the goblin in front of him, and I will shout, "You bastard!" And
Very eloquent.
You bloody bastard!
All the posh
bastard.
stuff has just gone.
Yeah.
you bastard. I can't even say bastard, posh. And yeah, so I roll a 9 plus 4, so that's 13. Does that
13
hit? Oh, sorry. 9 plus 8.
I was
is
going to say, you
17.
can't only get +4.
No, sorry, 9 plus 8, 14. Sorry,
17.
no, 17. Yeah, sorry, my brain's gone dead. 17, yes, I'll decide on the 17.
And which one are you attacking now?
basically the one in front of me,
G4.
directly
G4.
perpendicular. G4, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
With
So-
5 points of damage.
Okay, so literally you're laying on the table and you kind of grab the hand crossbow and even sort of laying down, using your feet to kind of guide you. You go, the arrow shoots all the way down and it does hit, so you can roll for damage.
Yeah, that's a 5. So
5
in
points of
pain,
damage?
I obviously aim with my crossbow and I aim almost wearily and shoot.
So it does, it hits him, it doesn't take him out, unfortunately. It does hit him in the upper arm, in the upper chest. There's only so much you can do, you know, so it does hit him in the chest.
Damn
But
goblin.
he's still standing.
And I think I can't do anything else because that is my action, true action, so I can't even get up. So I will say, can someone help me up, please? And
No
that's the
reply
end of
from
my turn.
anyone.
No reply.
Probably not,
Help
Mr. Harrison.
yourself up, brother.
More goblins. More important.
Elias, you're up, followed by Yelena.
Okay, I will pull up the arcane and I will focus on G4, who's got this crossbow bolt now stuck out of his shoulder, and I will focus very, very hard and pull a small piece of metal out of my pocket, and in my mind I will hold that as a crossbow bolt, and I will cast Electric Arc across the room, aiming at the goblin, and I'll be using my reach ability, so I'll extend the range of the spell from 30 feet to 60 feet, and I will try and hit G4 first and then G5. So can you roll me a basic reflex saving throw, please?
Okay, here we go. And I got 5.
Okay, that is a fail. So G4 and G5 both get hit with the electrical arc that flies out the end of the arcane, hits the bolt in G4 and then crosses the distance to G5, and you take 1d4 points of damage. That is 7 points of damage to both of them.
Okay, so number 4 just gets basically electrocuted, and you can see the sparks shooting off the bolt that's embedded into its chest as its teeth kind of crunch and crash. Number 4 goes down. How much damage was it?
7.
Number 5?
7.
And the same go. The electricity just leaps from the first goblin, and it just like power balls itself into G5. G5 just lights up, eyeballs explode, he's straight onto the floor, sizzling.
Well done, Master Harrison. That bolt, that bolt really helped the electricity cross the room there. Thank you very much. Yes.
Tally ho!
Right, Yelena, you're up, followed by goblins.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can get within range to do basically the same thing.
Can someone help me up, please?
Yes, I can. Can I move 25 feet forward, please?
Yes, you can. Let's see who does it.
There you go.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to shout back to the professor. It's not a bad idea, that. I think I might give that a go myself. And I will also cast Electric Arc. But I have to stand closer to do it. So you need to make another reflex save, please.
Is this? Well, it doesn't matter which one. What is that? A 6 or a 9? It's a 9, so it's still a foul.
It's still a fail. So
Harrison groans in more pain.
so that'll be 6 points of electric damage
To number 6.
to G6, and then it will jump to G7.
Okay, so it's 6 points damage to both of them, or just the one?
Yes.
Okay, you managed to electrocute both of them.
Sorry, Tulkas.
Literally just frying away. Electricity. You
Good
just see left in the room is one goblin at the back who's kind of looking at Zuto, like very worried. And saying, "Longshanks from the raid! They beat us last time!"
Good job, Yelena.
Well done, Captain. Well done.
Right, bad guys go. Suto says to the or issues a command to the goblin, and he starts turning this thing that's in the door. It's kind of I don't know what you call it, circular handle, a wrench, no, not wrench,
Valve?
a winch. There we go. So that, and then you see these double doors in the wall start to kind of slowly slide open. There are bits of kind of coal roll out onto the floor as well as this whole burst of heat flies down the room. But he's busy doing that. Tulkas, you're up.
Yeah. How far away from them am I?
5 foot squares.
Was that about 5, 10,
65 feet.
65 feet? So I could move up. I could get to them, but I couldn't do anything. Okay, yeah, I'll take a chance. Tulkas is going to move all the way up to them, so I'll use my 3 actions, which is actually a total of 75 feet, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
To get to them.
Do you want to be stuck in the middle there or somewhere else?
No, just in front of Tuto. Yeah, like that.
Are you standing on the floor, or are you going to climb up onto the table with him?
I'm pretty sure I'd be able to reach him even though he's on the table, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, it's his go now. So let's see what he does. He drops the bow and kind of slides down the table, running towards you. And for whatever reason, he's leading with his legs first. He gets 17.
Oh, unfortunately, that's one less than you needed.
Yeah. And slides off the end of the table, running, trying to run past you.
Oh, right, okay. I believe I get an attack of opportunity then.
You will,
because
yes.
I am one of the only people who can.
Yeah.
Being a fighter. I'm pretty sure. Got it somewhere, haven't I? Yeah, so he invokes an attack of opportunity from me, I believe. Steve, could you just confirm that, please? Can we have a quick number crunch on that?
I'd say that's correct because he failed his tumble through.
Yeah, can we confirm that?
Adjudicator.
Judges, yes.
So I will as he's going past me on the sort of tumbly thing, I'll take a swing at him with my battle axe.
Yeah.
And that is 11 plus 11, which is 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
Right, and this time I will roll the extra damage dice from the thing. I assume that's still active, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, it lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, right, cool, okay. So he takes 7 plus 5 plus 4 damage.
16.
Nice hit, well done. It slices into his kind of lower back as he whizzes past. You see that your axe tears through his clothes. Really, really easy. Potentially, he's not wearing armor. He's just wearing very fine gear, and there he screams. See, that was
well-timed scream.
That was well-timed.
That's really good.
And carries on running and manages to leap onto the next table in the middle. Steve, if you can place him
there.
The
one with the small bit of debris on it. Yeah, I see.
Yep. And that's where he will end his turn. Rupp, you're up next.
Yeah, I'll move up 25 feet, if that's all right.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah.
So I can try and see him. Can I see him past the
You'd
corner?
just be behind Jelena, yep.
Get around me.
Am I 30 feet away? Or not quite?
5, 10, 15,
Just.
20, 25, 30.
Okay, I'll try and shoot a daze through her legs. So take the coin and try and that's a will save for him, please.
Okay. Well, technically he's 35 foot away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35.
Yeah, it's right, yeah, 35.
Okay. Okay, then instead I will give you 2 seconds. No. Oh, it's 60 feet anyway. Sorry. Yeah, Days is 60 feet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, will save for me, please.
Here we go. And I got 15 plus 5. I got 20.
That's above the thing.
Okay.
So it does nothing.
Okay.
And then I will again cast guidance, this time on Harrison. Oh no, I've used all my actions actually. No, that's it.
Okay, so he definitely feels a magical effect overcoming him, but he managed to, whatever it is, he shrugs off his head, gets rid of it, clears it up straight away. Okay, that's the end of the second round. Top of the round, Harrison, followed by Elias. What do you want to do, Harrison? You're still laying prone on a table.
Yeah, I'm debating. Harrison is thinking in his head whether he should carry on with his attempts at shooting people whilst on the floor in pain, or dust himself off and attempt to feeling the pain from his arm, decides to just stay prone, and just and takes another painful, or at least attempts to make a painful shot at Suto. So. Actually, he's probably more than 60 feet away, probably, isn't he?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40? No.
Yeah, cool.
5,
All right.
10,
So
20,
so Harrison
30,
reloads his crossbow with his left hand. That's a bit burnt up. Then feels the pain as he wrenches the crossbow bolt back.
Brother, stop milking it.
Just like, and takes an interesting aim at at Zuto, before shouting, "Yield!" And that is a 12 plus 8, so unnatural 20.
Yeah, that hits him.
And 3 points of damage. So the crossbow bolt shoots off from the hand crossbow and hits Zuto.
Okay. Just twings off his leg. Obviously making a cut. You can see the blood starting to inch out over his thigh. Not a lot of damage, but it all counts in the end. Okay, Elias, followed by Yelena.
I pull a small piece of coal from my pocket, which I will use as a focus to extend the reach of my spell. I'll concentrate on the piece of coal in my hand and extend the magic out into one of the pieces of coal in the fire. I will then cast Produce Flame and launch a small ball of fire out of the furnace at Suto.
Okay.
That is 17.
17 hits, yeah.
So he takes 6 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As a streak of flame fires out of the furnace from here.
Another world touch screen. Oh, we don't.
And I will yell at Tulkas and say, "I don't like what that goblin's up to. Please cleave him in two."
Okay, Yelena, you're up.
Okay, Elias.
Yelena would like to move up to Suto.
Yep. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do you want to get on the table? Or you go around the table?
She'll just stand in front of the table.
Okay.
And then she wants to talk to him and just say, "We've already taken care of your goblins in about 12 seconds. Yield. Drop your weapons." And I don't know if that would be diplomacy or intimidation, but it's not going to be very good.
You can roll intimidation.
Okay. Ooh, 19.
Nice
Ooh.
one.
Well
And
done.
you do see him. He kind of hesitates, but he manages once again to kind of summon up inside him, and he kind of defiantly manages to shout out to you, "Never! I will succeed in this. I am doing this for love. You can't beat love." And what he does is he then somersaults off the table and lands in the square behind him.
Oh.
And stands ready.
Harrison, you got some competition.
Harrison sees
Flashy
this
bar.
and just like his mouth just his jaw just drops and just shakes his head.
Slow hand clap, I think.
I can't even do that. I'll do it as one hand with my.
What is the sound of one hand clapping?
It's alright, maybe
so,
next time.
Give him the clap.
Yelena, anything else you'd like to do?
It's like, oh well, it's your funeral, and that's probably all she can do. So she will end
Okay.
it there.
Goblin G8 will shoot and miss Tulkas, or shovel some stuff. I can't tell if it's a 6 or a 9. They are both the same.
Is it not for dots? They normally have
No,
dots.
this one doesn't. The other dice does, and this one doesn't. The red one doesn't. Either way, he's missed. And you see him, G8 bursts, tries to go out through the double doors. Tulkas, you're up. Whether you want to intercept him or not, you could.
Yeah, is he managed to get away, or can I see him still?
So ignore the map. The map shows grass and stuff outside. He actually burst out into a room beyond.
How far in that room is he?
Oh, you're literally talking seconds. So he's not got far. He's in this time frame. He's literally bursting through the door as you decide what to react with.
Okay, right. How far away is Suto from Tulkas?
He's
That 10 feet?
5, 10.
Right. Right, so for my first action, I'm going to throw my hatchet at Suto. And that is... Yes. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Right, so Suto takes 6 points of damage. And he's got a hatchet hanging out of him.
Lovely.
And then for my second action, I will chase down the goblin. Can I get to him? I've got 25 feet of movement.
You bash out through the double doors and you're pretty much behind. You're within 5 foot, you can make an attack.
Right, and I'll attack him with my battle axe.
Go ahead.
And that is... I keep rolling similar numbers. That is... I've got +2 extra. So it's 11, so that's 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And he takes 4 plus 6, which is 10, plus 4, which is 14 damage.
Yeah, he's well done. You can however you want to do, however you want to dismember him.
Hooked him with blue flame. That's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the blue flamed battle axe chops him in half, and just for a split second, his legs keep going, but his top half stays where it is, and then it just falls to the ground, and then his legs flop forward.
You realise as you kind of look around as he's flopping around, the light through the window, you're in some kind of loading room, possibly. There are barrels of various types of reagents and things that they use to create glass or mix with glass. There's a couple of wheelbarrows, but you're in a sizable room through those double doors, and obviously you can hear the fight going on behind you. Zuto's go. So he leaps back up onto the table and runs towards Yelena and tries to kick you in the head, but fails because I rolled a 2.
No, she laughs at him.
Yeah, and it manages to slip on some of the glass and lies prone before you.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It is really.
Really disappointing.
I was like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. No, he's pretty battered. Right, Rupp, you're up.
Ooh, Rupp is up.
Right, I'm gonna attempt to daze him again.
Yep.
I think. So we'll save, please.
I'm gonna change my dice now. Right, retire that red one.
Don't do that.
Here we go.
Don't do that.
No, I got 16.
Yeah. So yeah, he takes 4 points of damage.
Okay.
As I blast him a bit. And then I will also cast guidance on. Well, Harrison's not doing much, so Yelena.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
So
I throw a hard candy at her.
Zuto hits the table after sliding off, and as you attack him with the dazed blast, again he hits him in his face, but he's doesn't everything that's been going on doesn't manage to sort of shake this one off, and takes additional damage. And yes, you throw a sweetie to Yelena. Okay, top of the round. Harrison followed by Elias.
So, I have realised that I've not been doing as many turns as I'm entitled to. So,
Got 3, dude.
I do get 3, and I've been only using
2.
1, thinking of the other rules of another game.
I wonder what that game is.
So I will use one of my actions painfully to stand up. So I will use my.
Yep. Oh, I've just lost it when I'm saying.
I will get up very slowly, looking around, leerily eyed at everyone as they didn't help me, and I will do it really slowly and really painfully, like and stand, and use my bad hand to tap myself down, and I will use my other action to reload my hand crossbow and fire again at Zuto.
If getting up is only 1 action, you've got 2 left.
Yes. So yeah. So I can. Well, I could potentially fire twice, couldn't I, with the hand crossbow?
Yeah. Just the second attack would take the -5 penalty.
Yeah.
Ah, got it. Right, that's the one from.
But that's okay.
Last
That's
session.
still worth doing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll use my first hand crossbow. I'll reload with my painful arm. Just milking it at this stage.
Are you just groaning every time you move?
I am. Yeah. So that's a 9 + 8.
Should have been a cow farmer.
Sorry, Harrison. What was that?
17 for the first one.
To hit.
To hit, yes.
Yep, hits. Well done.
So yep. So the crossbow leaves the bolt leaves the crossbow.
I was going to say.
Yeah, the bolt leaves
the crossbow off and the bolt remaining in your hand. Isn't it?
I chuck the crossbow at him and go, "You bastard!"
How does this thing work again?
For 5 points of damage on Zuto for the first one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And for my third and
sinks
final
into his
action,
upper chest quite deep.
third and
Don't
final
kill him.
action. Don't kill him. Yeah, okay.
Don't kill him, we want information.
He's laying on the table, and another crossbow bolt is in. He's like, ah.
Third and final action. I will go to my full distance and jump off the table.
You're trying to
True Harrison
outdo
style.
him.
No, I will jump. I will
Yes.
jump off the table. Would that be another athletics check?
It depends how. You got to describe how you're going to do it. Are you going to do like a
Risky.
spin, or are you just going to go?
I will backflip off the table.
Oh Jesus!
You're going to make the effort of turning around and then backflip with your wounded shoulder.
Yes. Should I take a negative penalty on that? Because I'm injured.
No,
Well, it's
I'm
only
not
your
gonna,
shoulder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only your shoulder. I'm not gonna do that. But go on, let's see,
Right.
see what
So
happens.
it'll be a painful backflip, but I will attempt it anyway, just because I want to show up Zuto.
Please
after
get a
earlier.
natural
Oh,
one. Please.
It's an 18 + 8.
Oh,
So,
Well done. So you successfully do a backflip.
Can I use
and-
my half?
Oh, I've lost you, Rup.
is Rupp actually
No, it's
evil?
fine. No, don't worry.
You can if you want to. You can.
No,
if you
no,
want
No,
to. Right.
I think the rules for halving luck is
Yeah.
yourself only, isn't it?
Yeah, it's myself. Don't worry.
So as you turn, you decide to turn around on the edge of the table, and you give a cocky look back over. You're not sure whether you kind of raise an eyebrow to Yelena or to Zuto. You're not too sure really, but either way, they're both in the line of sight, and you can see everyone else in the room. And then you go down and you backflip up, spin around, and expertly land on the floor.
What the hell are you doing, Harrison?
So the question for you, DM, is do I get panache for that?
I will give you panache for that, yes.
I have panache.
You have panache.
The new fragrance for cocky men.
In spades for that one. That's good. That's fine. I like that. Okay. Anything else you're going to do? Are you used up all your actions now?
I've used up everything, so yeah.
Okay. Elias, you are up.
Right. I will.
Backflip onto the table.
I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get in front of Rub, please.
Okay.
And then I would like to cast Electric Arc again. I'll charge up the arcane, so yeah, nice little ball of static electricity on the end, and then I'll look at Harrison and say, "You think that was flashy? Watch this!" And I'll slam the arcane down onto the top of the metal table, and cause the arc to travel across the conductor, bounce across the room a couple of times off all these scrap pieces of metal lying around, and find its target in Suto, who happens to be standing upon the metal table on the other side of the room. In fact, laying upon the metal
He's
table
laying
on the
on
other
it,
side of the room. So if you'd like to maybe a basic reflex saving throw, I think because he's prone, he might get a disadvantage on that, or a penalty.
He does. He gets a slight penalty. It's a reflex, and he's quite high on reflex. That is 17.
That is just enough, yeah. So he manages to avoid getting electrocuted, and that's unfortunate.
He watches the arc of electricity bounce all around the room, and just as it kind of is about to hit his metal table, he manages to kind of roll onto both hands and push himself up in a jump push-up position, just as the electricity passes through the table, and he lands back down. Bit put in a huff, but he manages to avoid your electric blast.
He's up in his game, Harrison.
He's cool. He's cool. Yelena, you're up.
Okay.
So you see all of this as well. It's just the whole table's been electrified as it carries on elsewhere.
First of all, I'm going to look at Harrison and go, "Nice of you to turn up."
Thank you, Yelena.
And then I just want to hit him with my staff, not Harrison. But we should clarify that. Hit Zuto with my staff. Can I do that more than once? I don't know quite.
Your second, you don't have the bonuses on the second hit. That's right.
Okay. Well, who knows if I'm even going to hit.
You have guidance.
Is that a plus one?
Plus one, yeah.
Okay. So that's a 19 plus 5. Okay. So he takes 6 damage the first time. And I take a penalty if I attack him again.
Yeah, it's -5 for the second one, -10 for the third.
So how are you hitting him? Is this with the staff?
It's with the staff.
So it just cracked him across
And
the back.
it's non-lethally across his head.
Okay. Non-lethally across his head.
I want to knock him out.
With that amount of damage, you're going to kill him anyway.
Oh, right.
So you
what,
kind
6 points?
He was not on much at all.
Oh, fuck.
So you crack him against over the back of the skull as he's landed back down on the table, attempting to knock him out, but inadvertently,
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh, I can't stabilise him.
Rup, quick, jump in and wake him up.
Elena, no.
I can't do dead.
Oh, apparently I can do dead. Just didn't want to do dead.
This is going to be a shock to Tulkas when he comes back in the room.
Yelena, you said for me not to kill him, and now you've killed him.
Maybe she
I
wanted
was
to
being greedy.
No.
I just imagine Lena getting really angry. She's going to stop this nonsense, Harrison.
Oh. Didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I wanted information out of him.
I do the Chuckle Brothers. Oh dear.
So
I've still got 2 actions left, Harrison.
Right, so you've just successfully killed. It's a shame his name was there, but you found out it was Suto. So you killed this guy who's.
We would have. Yeah.
As you got near to him, when you kind of picked up his dead body to have a look. Oh, that's the guy we were looking for.
We look on the back of his coat, and it's his name.
His
name
sewn into it.
So we'll move away from the map for now. We'll go back to our regular screen. What would you like to do? And then we'll take a quick break.
Well, Tulkas would like to come back in the ring because he doesn't even know the fight's over yet.
So Tulkas
What
walks back
happened?
in.
I thought we were trying to subdue him so we could ask him questions.
I tried to subdue him a bit hard.
It looks like a good hit, Elena.
I think, I think we might be overestimating our abilities at this point, and maybe self-defense is the better approach.
Well, bear in mind you've got around the room. You've got dismembered body parts, loads of workers who are here, plus the body. As you get closer to it, you can clearly see it's now Longico. He's the guy in the chair with hardened, poured glass all over him.
Was that the dad?
Yes.
Yes, I couldn't remember his name. Yes.
Yes, well, we better hope that Amico isn't in the same condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we search the room first.
Yeah.
See what we can find. I mean, maybe
And
if we
search
can't question him, we can try and find out why he was working with the goblins. Clearly, he was.
He might have something on him.
You searched the room, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so all the goblins, and they all had various implements. Most of them were from the tongs and things and items they found along the factory. There's a couple of the dog cleavers there, which they're not even daggers. It's actually just sharpened piece of what might look like scrap
Dog slices.
metal. Yeah, dog slices. So you find some of them. However, on Suto, you do rummage through his stuff that he's got on him and find a bunch of stuff. However, so where we've done previous games, sometimes we tell you what your magical items are, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes I tell you what the cost of items, sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. So I think because this is a big campaign, we want to kind of speed things along. Rather than identifying magical items, I'm just going to tell you what they are. And when you find items of treasure that you can flog in a shop, I'm just going to tell you how much you find, and then it's up to you. But when you do find items, don't bank them. Give them to someone and use them.
Yep.
But if someone wants to keep treasure and have a bank of overall, someone do that. But the best thing to always do is usually to divvy it up, because if the bank person goes missing, you're going to lose all your treasure. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
So try to do these.
I've got nothing on me.
try to divvy these up fairly. So, on Suto's body, you find a potion of cure light wounds.
Very handy.
You also find the quiver of arrows. He's got 20 arrows because he never got to fire any, and a short bow that he was carrying. He dropped that over at the other end. You also find a ring of protection that he was wearing. And that is a ring of protection +1. So someone can write these out and then you can all divvy these up.
Yeah.
You find a set of thieves' tools. You find
handy for you, Rob.
You find a metal flute. You find a pair of silver earrings, which is treasure. That is with a value of 25 gold pieces. You also find a journal. You also find... It might have some answers. You'd be very correct. You also find 6 pouches of gold dust worth 50 gold pieces each.
Oh my god, what? Okay, cool.
You find 8 pouches of silver dust worth 5 gold pieces each.
Josh, I take it you're writing all this down.
I'm writing some of it, but
everyone's writing it down apart from Tulkas.
Yeah. Tulkas
I've
isn't
got
back
it.
in the room
I've,
yet.
I've got it.
Everyone's like heads down. Treasure. Right in the treasure.
Important stuff.
Yeah.
I got earrings and then 6 gold dust bags, but there was also something before the gold dust, wasn't there?
Journal.
Journal.
Right. You also find 10 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
Now the journal, Tulkas took a bit of interest in this, so he picks this up. He's not interested with money and treasures and things. It's a small leather-bound booklet. Again, imagine, picture in your head, Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade. His dad's journal.
Ah, the Grail journal.
The Grail
Something
journal.
like this, which you can't see because... Oh, there we go, look.
It looks like a moleskin.
Okay, well, not that much.
not better quality than that. Here we go. It's a leather-bound booklet that contains 24 parchment pages, most of which Zuto has filled with various maps which look like Sandpoint. It's a mixture of maps and erotic drawings.
Oh.
Of whom? I take a fancy to the erotic drawings as he flicks through the page.
You're straight away looking at the porn.
So,
No.
I think Elias should have a look at this.
What's the erotic drawings?
He's the wisest among us. He's the wisest among us, and he knows the Sandpoint. So.
Maybe you can come up with some deductions.
So the maps inside,
I'll try.
each appear to depict different attack plans. The first set shows attack plans for a group of around 30 goblins. And on the map of Sandpoint, you can see that there are certain areas have been circled. However, of a bit more pressing concern is the next several pages, which illustrate an assault on Sandpoint by a force of what appears to be at least 200 goblins. None of these are circled. However, many seem to be scratched out, possibly as if they've been rejected.
So this journal appears to record the attack we have already been through. Maybe when we have some time, we can correlate this plan of the attack for 30 goblins and the location circled with what happened yesterday. But this force of 200 goblins, I would say this is a plan that's yet to be enacted. And well, with what happened yesterday already being short-staffed on the town guard, this is very concerning indeed. We need to let somebody know about this, but we need to find Amiko first. We need to search the rest of this place and see what's happened to her.
Yeah, agree.
I agree.
Okay, what we're going to do there is take a quick break.
Pee break.
If you can have a pee break. You can have a pee break, please. Let's have a quick break. If there are any questions from Twitch chat, our goblin moderators, or our demon moderators in this case, are in there. Send if you can send them over to me, that'd be great. I can't see chat. Can't see shit or chat. Try and get it up. There we go. Okay. So do let us know. That's it. Go get your drinks. Go get cups of tea. In the meantime.
So while we're on tea break, should we run the t-shirt competition?
Yeah. So everyone in Twitch, we have a Beadle and Grim t-shirt to give away. So what we'll do. Oh, Jeff's just sunk there. Badly. What are you doing? So what we do is we have a Beadle and Grim t-shirt to give away. So we'll do a prize draw now, where we can roll the exclamation doobie thurking the what's my doodle in live chat. Steve will come up with a really clever code word thing to put in, and we'll send what you do. Whoever the winner is, we'll send your email address to Beadle and Grim, and they will deal with you directly. And basically, you can go into their shop, pick any size t-shirt you wish, and they'll post it out to you. It's that easy. It's a t-shirt. They have a good selection of different t-shirts, but it's a t-shirt. What word are we going to go for, Steve?
We're going to go with glass, I think. So
Okay.
exclamation point glass.
So if you put that into live chat and give it a go. Meanwhile, below me now, what you can see, this is the Beadle and Grimm Kickstarter. These are some of the concepts they're going to be putting onto their... Well, if you go to their website, you can see them now. These are some of their mock-ups they've done for the character journal. This is specifically the wizard one, which is going to be one of their first. And we'll get that up. I think the Kickstarters, they're trying to set a final date of the end of September, early October. It's still not confirmed, but they'll let me know what it is. We will also be having the rest of the Beadle and Grimm team with us on at some point in one at a time, which includes Matthew Lillard when we get round to doing the Kickstarter. And at some point also check out live chat. You get to vote for what class Matt Lillard's character is going to be. So every week we're picking a new thing. He is currently a plant-based life form, and you get to pick his class. Go in and have a vote on what that might be. What else we got going on? If there is any questions, or if our demons online have any questions to ask, we have more stuff to give away as well. We have another. We've got 2 more giveaways to do. We'll do them shortly.
Is no class an option? Somebody says there.
No. Oh, it's Grim. Hello, Grim. So that's Grim from Beadle and Grimm. Hello, Bill. How you doing? What we're going to be doing, actually, let's put Bill on the spot. So I've mentioned this to Bill, and who else? I think I mentioned it to Steve as well. Is what if we can get Beadle and not the humans, the characters, Beadle and Grimm into the game? We've been trying to. There's a lot of fan interest about Beadle and Grimm and getting them to play. You know, they should be recording their own table. But if we can get Beadle and Grimm, the characters, into this game, maybe a one-off special or something like that, we'll do something around them. Let us know if you'd like to see Beadle and Grimm on this in Rise of the Runelords. Let us know. We'll see if we can make it happen.
Rise of the Runelords.
Yeah, begging is not beneath me at all. So the stuff we've got going on is we are doing a competition to win a Beadle and Grimm t-shirt while we kind of have a quick break and get a toilet break and everything else. Let me see what else other messages going on. Joe, have you got? Send me a direct message on WhatsApp if you can, if there's anything. There we go. Douche.
Right.
Who's still in the chat? I can see Bill's there. Session 0, how you doing? How's your new t-shirts working out? Did you get everything done? Did you get your desk sorted? Chav Hunter, you're in the right place.
Chav Hunter.
Chav Hunter, well done. I can't see any more names. It's trying to go through all the names who are there. Hello to...
That sounds like an urban ranger.
Yeah. Hello to... we've got Asmail, Commander Root, Davelin, it's Grim again, Joy Derision, Carnage, Knight of the Night Lady. Knight of the Night Lady, we may have seen you before, or seen you in our channel before.
Yesterday.
Yep. Last night's stream.
So, who else we got?
Is that Chomp, Dave?
Chomp Chomp. No, it's a Twitch.
Oh, it's a 12.
12.
Twitch?
This is Twitch. This is 12. We've got Night the Night Lady, Lurks, Mercutio. Love the name Mercutio. 531, Rimastino, Scum Shop. What do you sell in your Scum Shop? Let us know.
Sounds like something from Monkey Island.
Monkey Island. It is Monkey Island.
That's good good reference. What's his name? Guy Threepwood, wasn't it?
Brush Threepwood.
Yeah, Guy Brush, that's it.
Stella Volt.
Myra.
Taldashin, that's a cool name. Tashanti Thicker, V and K. Who are V and K? Is that 2 people? Is that 1 person? Let us know. Again, in the box below me, I need some chocolate. I need some stuff. Yum. Steve, you do some talking.
I'm typing, sorry.
Oh.
He's handling the
Jeff.
chat.
Jeff, you do some talking.
Well, hello to everybody out there who might be watching us, and thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying it so far. I know we are, everybody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're especially enjoying Harrison's antics.
Harrison's fails.
Amazing acrobatic skills.
Yeah. I had to make up for the first attempt at jumping on the table to then get off the table in a more spectacular way. So.
Yeah, I mean, kudos for the backflip. You know, it was unnecessary, but it looked good.
Well, you see, a swashbuckler has to do things of interest to gain panache. But,
yes.
I was gonna say, is panache just like a rose scent? You know, like.
Yeah, it's.
In the book, panache is sort of like a flare of sorts. So basically, I can do, things like finishes and stuff, which I haven't yet had to do yet. So there weren't many chandeliers in the first session. So
there's not going to be much in this session.
So was Harrison born on a chandelier or something? Was that?
No. Well, from a young age, Harrison was climbing on everything and jumping from everything. So that's how we got interested in the swashbuckler lifestyle. But
I think in every room we go in now, it's going to be, is there a chandelier?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
You're not going to find chandeliers. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a glass factory. Chandeliers are made of glass. You might find one. You should go back to the shop and have a look.
Yeah, I'm going to bring one with me so I can put one in, install one in every room that I go into, so I can swing.
Well, at least the pub. That's where we're going to be spending our time.
Yeah.
And if we own a pub in this point in the campaign, we need a chandelier in the pub so I can swing from it.
So it's going to be a upmarket pub, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, of course, Harrison seeks elegance.
How often is that going to be broken?
It's going to be a very expensive.
Tulkas needs to hold it all the time as I'm doing it as well. So.
What else we got?
I do have a genuine question. What was the tactical advantage you was going for by jumping on the table?
Good question.
Panache.
He had the height.
Sorry,
height difference and potentially get panache in the process, but I just thought it looked bloody cool.
Yeah.
Until I fell.
Yeah.
We've also got in chat, who else we got? V and K, Virgo Pros, Yashu Harden, or Joshua Harden. There you go. Hello. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you for joining us. That's cool. Very nice of you. Right, let's do a t-shirt. If you want to win a Beard and Grim t-shirt, the code word is
glass! ! Glass.
So stick that in your chat and smoke it.
I knew that was coming.
Chav Hunter says, I've been looking for a Pathfinder group for nearly a year. You found one. You could join us as a guest player if you wanted to. There are options we could do.
I've tried both Face and Facebook, but I couldn't seem to get the Facebook page for our group, so it didn't work, unfortunately. But
right, we'll blame Steve for that one.
Yep.
He's looking after Nightbot. He raised Nightbot. He programmed Nightbot.
Yes, yeah, I did, and it is Face, and it should have worked. So.
Was that the modder? Was that Joe saying to enter our BNGT shit giveaway? What?
There is an R in
there as well.
Yeah. Should just. I read that wrong. What else we got going? Right.
Not doing that sponsor any favours there.
I tell you what. I got. Steve's got one as well. We got the infantry. Is it the 7th Infantry or something?
8th.
There you go. I got the 7. You got the 8th. It's a really soft, lovely T-shirt, and on the
It's
back
really nice.
you've got the Beetle and Grimm logo, and it says Dungeons and Dragons across the back. It's really nice. It's a lovely T-shirt. Plus, you can get their T-Rex boxer one, the boxing T-Rex. You can get that. It's fantastic. Right, let's put a T-shirt, Steve.
Drum roll.
Steve just exhaled and like, oh, it didn't work.
It didn't
It did
work
work.
because stupid person me browsed away from the giveaway page to go and check the bloody Facebook command. So I will choose one at random. So Joy Derision, if you're still in chat, you are the winner. So congratulations, Joy Derision. So I've gone for you because I really liked your username.
Well done.
Congrats, Joy Derision. So if you want to whisper me your email address, Disco X in chat. If you want to whisper me your email address, then we will put you in touch with Beetle and Grimm, and yeah, you can have one of their fine shirts. You can either go for the 8th infantry shirt, or there is Eberron, or my brain's gone completely blank now. The
Well done, Joy.
shirt. Is there a Saltmarsh shirt? I don't know if it's a Saltmarsh shirt, is there?
I don't know. Bill, is there a Saltmarsh shirt? We'll find out in 20 seconds. Right, so while that's going on, we also have 2 more giveaways. We're going to squeeze those in before midnight. It's 20 past 11 here in the UK. We're going to wrap it up around midnight. So, let's quickly get back to the story, guys. You found some goodies. Now, this is what you find. So I'm going to switch the camera over. And, we don't need that one. That's the madness. No, that one. That one. Oh, it's all going horribly wrong. That's what happens when you add alcohol into the mix. And we put that one in there. There we go. This is a naughty one. This is a copy. So as Tulkas already handed the book to Elias, Elias gets to read it out again, I guess. Or not.
Yes, no, I can.
I was just going to point out, I've just been looking at the Twitch, and Bill has said, so Bill is Grimm from Beetle and Grimm. He's in our chat, so you could ask him any questions you like. But he's just said there is a Strahd T-shirt coming, so that might be pretty funky as well to get hold of.
And the Boy vs Dinosaur T-shirt as well. That's an awesome shirt.
Yeah.
Session 0 Clothing asked us if there's any resources for a character for Pathfinder newbie. So I was looking through some of our videos that we had in our document, but I don't know if there's any official.
No, we will be doing character creation videos fairly soon, but no, the beast is this. So Ryan, Session 0. This is what you need. This is the 2nd edition. Don't get the 1st edition. Get a 2nd edition. It's big, but it's big because this is both a DM's book and a player's book. You got all the spells, the classes, the races, the ancestries, the skills, all the equipment, magical items. There's a bit on there about game mastery, plus the introduction to the world. It is huge. It's heavy as well. I mean, that is US $59 US. So over here it was about 45 quid. Just to kind of get that one. However, also, it might not work out for you being in. I know Ryan lives in New York. So we have a deal with Ed's Gaming Emporium. It's a fantastic online shop here in the UK. He does board games, miniatures, and of course RPG manuals and stuff. You will get 10% discount if you use the code word Band of Badgers. So do check that out. Plus, we're giving away later on a £10 gift voucher. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind too. So you've got that going on. It's well worth it. But yeah, we'll try and get some stuff. Also, if you don't want the book, you can pick up the PDF a lot cheaper.
Yeah, Humble Bundle was really worth it.
Yeah. And Paizo, if you open up a Paizo account, which is free, You can buy just the PDF of the manual as well, but through the Paizo shop.
Yeah.
So do check that out. But later on, we'll be giving away more Dungeon Fog vouchers, and what else we got? We got the gift voucher to Ed's Gaming Emporium. So we got that coming as well. Cool. Right.
Hey.
So you find this, Steve?
Yes. So this journal has some maps. I'll read it out. The raid went about as planned. A few Thistletop goblins perished, and we were able to secure Tobin's casket with ease while the rubes were distracted by the rest. I can't wait until the real raid. This town deserves a burning, that's for sure. Ripnugget seems to favour the overwhelming land approach, but I don't think it's the best plan. We should get the Quasit's aid. Send her freaks up from below via the smuggling tunnel in my father's glassworks, and then invade from the river and from the glassworks in smaller but more focused strikes. The rest, except Bruthasmus, agree, and I'm pretty sure the bugbear's just being contrary to annoy me. My love's too distracted with the lower chambers to make a decision. Says that once Malfeshnikor's released and under her command, we won't need to worry about being subtle. I hope she's right. My love seems bent on going through with it. Nothing I can say convinces her of her beauty. She remains obsessed with removing what she calls her celestial taint and replacing it with her mother's grace. Burning her father's remains at the Thistletop Shrine seems to have started her transformation, but I can't say her new hand is pleasing to me. Hopefully when she offers Sandpoint to Lamashtu's fires, her new body won't be as hideous. Maybe I'll luck out. Succubi are demons too, aren't they?
So he was a massive perv then.
Do I know what a Quasit is, as in my character?
Yes. Let's do it under a religion check.
Okay, that is an unnatural 20.
Yep. Yes, it's some kind of demon.
Yeah, it's like this little. I know what it looks like from.
Yeah.
So
From something
like,
we might mention.
Yeah. It can transform as well, can it?
It can do
Shape
various
change.
things. Let me see if
Yeah.
I've got a.
Good at sneaking, for sure. Yeah.
There's the beastry. So maybe got that as well.
Yeah.
But
So I explain it's one of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's one of those.
it's a Quasit.
Um,
It is a type of demon. And I'll
It's
just
like
see
a little
if I
thing.
can
It
get
can
you there.
shape change, and it's like it's got a big mouth and big bat ears.
Sounds interesting and probably not that good.
Oh, this seems very demonic to me. Celestial taint. Does that suggest that she's part angel?
I don't know if you'll be able to see this, and we're using a small camera anyway. But there we go.
Okay.
Is it?
They
It
look
is a
friendly.
small winged demon. And that just shows you all the stats, so ignore that.
Erased it
Yeah.
from memory.
Yep.
Is Elias still holding the journal?
Yes, I am. And the ring of protection.
Yeah. I will take the journal out of Elias's hands and flick back to the erotic images, and just stare at it. Just yeah.
Professor, do you, whilst he amuses himself, do you recognise the names of any of the places that are mentioned?
No, nor the names of the people either. Yes, it's quite worrying. Oh, sorry, Thistletop is a local place to Sandpoint. Yes, but
What about Tobin?
no, I don't believe I've ever heard of Tobin.
Was it Tobin's casket or something? It said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tobin's casket, as I'm looking at the pictures.
And it spoke of secret tunnels underneath the glass factory.
It did, yes. So I think we maybe need to find that one.
Well, before this, could you let the dad out the glass? And we need to bury him.
I think we need to find Meter
Well,
first.
We
He
need to
might
find
be
a big.
alive.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing we can do for him.
Mm,
We'll look after him on our way out, Ruff.
okay.
Have a listen. He might still be alive.
So, Tulkas, that room you burst into, following that goblin, there was a number of different doors in there.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. So there were when I chased the goblin down. There's another room with many doors.
Did a goblin get away?
No, Elena, you make me laugh.
Good, glad to hear it.
He's in two on the floor.
He did a proper job. Shall we go have a look? Not at the goblin cutting tree.
Yeah. It's not a pretty sight.
Let's go quickly then.
Harrison, you're still sporting an injury there, and we do have this potion. Would you like to use it?
I think I'll be okay for now. I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Tulkas slaps him
That's
on
not-
the shoulder and says, "That's the spirit, brother. Walk it off."
And is it the bad shoulder that you hit, or at
Yep.
least the bad arm?
You
Like,
sure
can
you're
I-
alright there?
Can I treat his wound somehow, like just with medicine, or is it?
I don't think it's a real bad injury. I think it's already been cauterized by the hot tongs.
Was
I think
Harrison not
I'm
used
just
to being
milking
in
it.
pain?
No.
Okay.
And another story, another scar. This will bring you good fortune in bars, no doubt, brother.
I should make up a new story for this. I don't want the people to hear about my my attempt at jumping on a table and failing miserably. I'll make something else up.
Are
We
you
have
saying
witnesses.
Are you saying that you made up the other story?
I cannot
'Cause-
confirm nor
Because we
deny
will
that.
be revisiting that later when we don't have to rescue someone.
Well, it's possible that I may twist the truth sometimes, but the tension is good.
Let's carry on.
Let's go
Let's
moving.
move.
So
So,
heading into the big room, yeah?
Okay, so you all march through the double doors, and you see on the left-hand side, next to a couple of wheelbarrows, is a door. It's labelled basement, and on the right-hand side, there's a doors which says emergency exit, and on directly to the right is two more doors. One says prep, and the other isn't labelled.
People usually hide things in the basement, right?
I think secret tunnels would be down there, yes.
Secret tunnels definitely be down there.
Yes, we might be able to find something, or maybe a potential in place, because this place was locked, so they could have got in.
Do we
Using
think
secret
it's
tunnels.
worth searching up here first before we go down to the basement?
I think so. I think we check up here first quickly.
Okay.
So how many rooms can we see from our current vantage point?
There are two doors leading back around to the you would assume to the offices. So you got
Okay.
the double doors behind you take you back into the factory. The door on your left takes you down to the basement. The door kind of opposite you is the emergency exit, and there are two doors on your right. One says prep, and the other isn't labelled.
Let's try prep.
Just check the prep and the other door, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go into the unlabeled one. I'll
Okay.
just push it.
I have a
The
feeling the offices were empty.
unlabelled one opens up into a corridor, which takes you to a series of many different doors. The prep one opens up into almost basically a storage room. You've got all even more reagents and agents to help you make coloured glass and things like that.
Okay. There's no one in here, I assume. I'll poke
No.
my nose round. Okay,
No.
I'll go back out and go into the other room then. Or the corridor.
Can I at least listen into the basement before we leave?
Yeah, you want to put your ear to the door?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Perception check.
That is a 22.
You hear nothing.
Okay, cool.
What can you hear, Rap?
No, just checking. Nothing really. Although I
Ah.
said that last time.
Well, let's keep an eye on that door. You never know what might come out of there.
Yeah, and I stick a box in front of it.
Box of glass. So
Yeah.
when someone opens the door, it'll jangle about, and we'll hear it. Hopefully, if we
Is
roll
the
well.
door
Don't
to the
put
basement
ideas
open?
in my head, Harrison.
He didn't open the door. The
Yeah.
door was closed, and he listened to the closed door.
Is it lit? Beyond.
If you open the door, you can find out.
Yeah, I'll open the door. Tulkas opens the door.
Step over the box.
It's not pitch black. There is light coming from downstairs. So it kind of goes around a corner, down a flight of stairs, and there is light below. But the corridor and the stairway isn't lit.
I do not think there's anything more in the factory to find. We should go down. Continue.
I think we should check these rooms first, quick, Tulkas.
Very quickly, okay?
Quick sweep. Should we do a montage of the quick sweeping?
Well, I
You
don't
can-
know,
you can
because
do
there
it,
might
you
be
can do it.
something there.
There's always a good montage. So you spend the next kind of 5 minutes kind of open up doors, seeing there's nothing there, and then closing them and going in. You do find scenes. Some rooms are not touched at all. They're as they were. Some rooms, storage rooms, and where the workers slept, you find drag marks, blood splatters. They were obviously attacked during the night when they slept. And then taken into the factory where from around midnight, if you remember the first letter, they've probably been lovingly dismembered.
Lovingly.
Lovingly dismembered.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't
It's a
violently.
So no one disturbed them, and they happily had their merry way, chopping them all up all through the night until you
Nasty.
arrived. You do manage to find the main office, and there is a safe on the floor. The safe is open and empty.
That's probably all the stuff we pulled from.
Yeah,
what's his
Zuto.
name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Head back to the basement.
Yeah,
Basement it
let's try and find this smuggling tunnel and hopefully Amico.
So, I have message as well, so I can speak in your head. So I could sneak forward if you wanted me to, and report back.
This is very brave, Rob.
You sure about
I'm quite sneaky. I hid in the ship for a week,
that? Fair point. It's a fair point.
and you guys didn't notice. So,
I did wonder who was stealing my underwear.
that was what was his name? The guy who gave me the jacket.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Buddy,
let's carry
it's
on.
a regular,
Gregor. He didn't. He
regular clothes swapping
yeah,
party.
you should keep an eye on him. He seems to quite admire them. Anyway,
Did he always play cards for items of clothing?
no. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Let's go. Come on,
do you want me to sneak?
if you like.
Yes,
Okay.
please, Rub. Yes, be sneaky,
I'll,
very
I'll,
sneaky.
I'll stay about maybe 20 feet ahead of the rest
Mm-hmm.
and try and sneak forward. And if I see
Anything
anything,
attacks you, scream
Run backwards.
yeah,
and run backwards.
I'm gonna cast a bit of luck on myself.
Okay.
Bit of luck.
Yeah. So I get a reroll on another saving throw.
That's perfectly fine. So you continue downstairs on your own.
Yeah.
It's not pitch black, but there are torches and sconces down into the next level. So you go that one flight of stairs. The corridor continues on straight ahead of you. However, immediately to your left, there is what appears to be an old. It previously been bricked up.
Right.
And all of that brick has been removed, and it's all over the floor. and you can tell this tunnel, the one directly ahead of you, more modern a brick, nicely done all over, compared to this other tunnel, which looks a lot older, and that's been bricked up and sealed. But that is all now open, so you could go down there. It's pitch black, or you could continue down around the corridor, which is mostly lit.
So I can't see down one of them, I guess, right? At all.
It's pitch black around there.
I think I would continue and just
Continue down the corridor.
I gestured back to my friends and say, and message with my message in Elias's head. Just go, there's another tunnel.
I'll relay that information to the rest of the party. Rupp says there's another tunnel just ahead.
I'll continue forward, sneaking.
Can we go up to where the other tunnel is?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you come down the stairs. You see the same thing that Rupp has. It appears to be at some point this much older tunnel had been sealed up for whatever reason. That is now unsealed.
And it's pitch black, you say?
It's pitch black down that corridor, not down the other one.
Right.
The other ones are presumably just going to be sort of like the main basement area.
The
isn't
main
it?
basement, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to quickly run down there and make sure there's no one tied up? But I think
Well,
we're probably going to have to head down the black
I'll
one.
try and go to the main basement first and see if I can spot anything before.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you just run down there stealthily fired and just have a quick check.
Well, no. Rupp's too scared. I'm like 10 feet ahead of you anyway, or 15 feet. So I'll just continue.
Okay, so you continue round in the normal basement space. Another corridor appears. This one is still part of the basement, and the corridor you're following ends at a dead end. More storage, more wheelbarrows, spades and pickaxes and things like that. But the corridor that shoots off of this, let's say south, you can see two doors and appears to go around a corner.
I shall sneakily peek round the corner.
Okay, so you go down that corridor, past the two doors, and have a look around. As you stick your head around, you realise that this opening has also been reopened. However, the light from this corridor is showing down here, and there appears to be two doorways, or two doors.
So I've got two doors next to me and two doors at the end of that, like, tunnel?
Just around the corridor, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to message us to come?
Yeah, I'll... Two doors.
Doors, more doors.
I'm literally on my message.
Can anyone translate?
Yeah, and I'll try and scamper sneakily to the other two doors.
I think we should all join up again.
Yeah.
If there's doors, then I think any advantage we've got from being stealthy is probably lost. So
Yeah.
It's okay.
How narrow is the stairway leading down to the basement? I mean, does the basement look quite confined, or is it quite large in like the area?
The area you're in is a single 5-foot kind of corridor. You've got two doors now on the right and two doors around into this corridor.
Was the tunnel before goblin sized, or was it?
No, this was big. It's a big tunnel. It's at least 10 foot high, but it's still 5 foot wide. But you can see it's just much older. It's not as refined a brick.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at that house behind you, Rob, you got that nice kind of brickwork.
Yeah,
it doesn't look as good as that.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Harrison is stepping down into the basement, he starts to get a sudden. you can see in Harrison that he's looking quite scared of this basement area, not of the darkness, but just of the surrounding and being under the basement.
Right. I'll try a door.
Okay. Do you want
We'll all buy you now
1,
anyway.
2, 3, 4.
One on the left.
Okay. I'll start at the top, and we can do it that way. So the first room is a 15 by 15 foot storage room. There's loads of glassware and windows and other unfinished mixture of finished and unfinished goods. It's just a storeroom.
Okay. We've seen many of them.
That. Yep.
Next one. Next door.
Next one. This door is locked.
I'll attempt to pick it.
Do you want to try the other two first?
Well, yeah. Maybe I'll try the others. I'll listen at that door
Go for it.
first.
Perception check.
That is a 19.
Yep. You can hear almost a faint sobbing.
I just point to the rest of the party. I just point to this door. Like this.
Is it open? Tulkas tries the handle.
Oh, I just shake my head. I gesture to like.
Shoulder bars.
Yeah.
Oh, you already tested it, did you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I kind of So just. I
What, you
gesture.
want to dance?
And then I just try and pick the lock, given that Tulkas is not getting me.
As he
Do
goes
a
to pick
thievery
it, I'll
test.
kick it. I'll kick the door.
Got an athletics check.
That is 21.
Okay, you literally kick the door open. The lock shatters in the door. The door stays on its hinges this time. But Rupp, you step in with the force of the kick. Rupp is closely following you. The room is dimly lit, but immediately you see Amiko is lying on her side on the floor. She's bound at the wrists and the ankles with rope. She seems also is blindfolded and gagged with strips of leather. And as you kind of get closer to her, you realise that she has been severely and very badly beaten. There's blood over the leather. Bruises and welts have started to appear on her bare arms.
Right.
She's not in a good way, and she kind of opens up her eye. Her eyes all kind of crushed in, and she kind of sees you a little bit.
Well, Tulkas will go and remove her blindfold and a gag first, and then cut her bonds.
And I'll
Okay.
cast heal on her.
Okie dokie. The Yep, you're gonna cast heal.
Yep. So
Go for it.
just put a coin to her chest and just a small purple glow appears around the coin.
Straight away, you see some of the smaller cuts and bruises start to fade away, and she kind of like as you reach up and take the leather straps from her mouth, she's like, I can't. It's Suto. Suto did this. I think
Suto's
he's
not a
gone
problem
mad.
anymore. Suto's been dealt with.
I think you did the right thing. I think it's but there's more coming. There's more down here. I heard them talking about he kept saying that there's stuff down here. There are demons down here. He kept talking about Nualia, but I knew he had a thing for her, but she's dead. She died. She died a while ago, in the fire in the church. It can't be. I just can't think straight. I need to go. I need to get back. Can you I need to. And then you see the kind of realization where she remembers. She's thinking back to the evening, and she remembers the how they tortured her father in front of her. He said it was. He said, my father said he was going to kill Suto, but Suto got there first. And then when he wanted me to join him, he wanted me to join this crazy cult, this evil bitch. I said no. And he didn't understand, and he just told the goblins to beat me.
What's evil
After
cult?
so minutes, I don't know. But I must have passed out.
What evil cult was he trying to get you to join?
I don't know. They're trying to use. There is some kind of ceremony. Nualia, I think it is. She wants to become a demon. But to do that, they have to do certain things. There has to be sacrifice. I think that's what the bones were. They had bones. Suto was there. He had bones. I think they belonged to the previous father of the church. Which would be... But that would be the Walia's father. It doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense.
Did he mention anything about Turban's casket?
No.
Was Tobin the previous priest?
Yes.
Okay.
So
got the bones from the
Tobin
casket.
is Nualia's father,
Yes.
and they
That's
both
right.
perished. They both supposedly perished in the fire when the church burnt down 5 years ago.
But she can't be alive. She died. But I always knew that Suto liked her from afar, but she would never talk to him. He's not her type.
Do you think we should show her the journal?
Yes, I'll take the journal out and show the entries and draw her attention to the names of Tobin and Lamashtu and see if she recognises any of them.
Oh yes, that certainly looks. That certainly looks like her, and that's definitely his writing. What? How deep in this was he? I don't understand.
Who is Nualia's mother?
I never met her mother. I don't know. But we were all of a similar age, I guess.
Okay. So,
What we do know is that we've got to stop another invasion.
Yeah.
Well, that was what she said. She said, well, Suto said that he needed the town to burn, and that was going to be the final sacrifice.
Did he say when it was going to burn?
No.
It did not say in the journal either, did it?
No. Just that it would be launched from here and a few other places using your father's smuggling tunnels that are located somewhere in these glassworks. Do you have any idea where those tunnels might be?
Would it be the one we passed?
Maybe.
She might not know as well, because she might have been blindfolded before coming down or something.
True.
Yeah, I don't recognise where I was. I was in the factory when they attacked me. I
Do you
kept
think
saying I
you-
wasn't going to join. He didn't seem
you-
to understand that.
Amico, do you think you can get back to the inn on your own? Because I think we need to carry on. Try
Yes,
to
I-
find
I'm feeling stronger now. Just give me a weapon and I'll
Do you know how to use a bow?
Yes, I can use a bow.
Give her the short bow and arrows.
Yeah. Short bow and a quiver of arrows that we took from Suto.
Give me a dagger too. If I see any of those little
You can
bastards
take
again,
mine.
I want to grab them.
Yes,
Thank you,
Rob
Rob.
gets -1 to hit with it.
But where are you going? If you're not coming back
we
to the
will
town,
find
where are
the
you going?
smuggling tunnels and carry on our investigations.
We
Okay,
need
very
to
well.
try and prevent this large attack on the town because, if 30 goblins took down many of the town guard yesterday, 200 goblins will destroy the town. We have to try and put a stop to that, or at least delay it until Sheriff Bellor can get back with reinforcements.
Esther, is there anyone Amita should notify so that there can be other people ready?
No, I can do that.
Okay.
There'll be people we can rely on back at the inn. It's okay. I can gather forces if needed. But very well, if you make it back alive, you will have a place at the Rusty Dragon for as long as you live, for
I
free.
think Tulkas will just be happy with sausages, to be honest.
A bed, ale, and sausages.
Harrison would probably like a chandelier.
Harrison is nervously tapping his foot on the ground. You can see him looking quite.
I'm trying to remember her name.
No, he's looking quite visibly shaken at the moment. Harris says, "I don't suppose we mind wrapping this up in the basement. If we can hurry this up, I'm feeling a bit squeamish down here."
Do you have a problem with tight spaces, brother?
Well, yes, it's quite a story. I'll have to tell you another time, but
Well, you wouldn't like to come to my home.
maybe.
And I think you might have to suck it up because we are going to have to continue down an even tighter tunnel.
Well, as long as I can hold Yelena's shoulder, I'll be fine.
As long as it's just the shoulder.
Yeah, there was an awkward pause there before the word shoulder. Right.
I was trying to think of something to say.
So, on that note, we are just about to hit midnight. We will leave it there, folks. We will find out if you make it through to the next bit next week. We will continue that, and we'll see if you manage to stop the 200 plus goblin invasion. But in the meantime, you succeeded in defeating Suto, which means you also went up a level. You're now second level, so we get to do that. We'll get to do that off camera.
Extra spell.
And as well, if you get to survive, you got a load of money you can spend, and even some magical items. So make sure between now and the next session we divvy up the magical items, start use them, give them up, and do everything that we need to do. How did you find that one? Get more into the swing of it. Story is starting to come together slightly. There's lots of names. That's the big thing about this one. There's loads of different names.
Oh, there's not as much names as some other ones I've been in.
Right, okay, that's fine.
Don't worry about it.
I've read the Game of Thrones novel. I'm okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of names there, and most of them die.
And also for you watching us on Twitch or YouTube, if you're watching this after we've recorded, let us know any questions, let us know feedback, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of, what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, but no spoilers please. If you already know Rise of the Runelords story, we are mixing it up a bit because I've done a 2E conversion. So, it's not going to be good. And we've only got 3 hours. It's not like we can do... Normally, when we play at our tables, we do 6 or 8 hours straight. We can't do that. So, obviously, we're trying to edit certain bits and make it kind of watchable or listenable. Maybe a podcast is coming soon. We'll find out. But do let us know of anything that's gone that you like, what you don't like. And we'll get that done for you. Also... We've got another giveaway, Steve. What are we going to give away now?
This is the £10 voucher for Ed's Gaming Emporium.
Cool.
So while we was doing that bit there, we have been collecting entrants using the keyword Amico.
Yep.
So I'll just roll the winner now. And the winner is Chav Hunter 86. So congratulations.
Excellent. Well done, Chav
Yay.
Hunter.
Well done, Chav Hunter.
So if you would like to, in fact, we've already got your email address. So I'm a Good Demon has already got your email address. So we will get the voucher code over to you or get your contact details over to Ed. I can't remember which way around we're doing it, but don't worry, we will sort it and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, the way it works, so depending on what country you're in, who knows. If you're in the UK, Ed's gaming employment is based in the UK. We'll send the details to Ed. Ed will then get in touch directly with you with a £10 gift voucher code word. So basically, you go onto his website, spend loads of money, and you get £10 off. Again, they do board games. If you're into Gloomhaven or Jaws of the Lion is coming out soon, if you're into minis or rule books or things like that, whatever you're into, it's £10 off. That's a pretty good deal. We'll be doing one of those every single week, as well as other goodies and stuff. So I do. What else is there, Steve? What am I missing? Come back next week. We've got our guest. It might be Ryan from Session 0, who's also been in the chat this evening. With a kind of range of t-shirts and clothing for what he's done. He's based in New York, so who knows what kind of groovy stuff he's going to send us.
Don't forget to continue to vote in the choose a character for Matt. So we're on class this week. That is still open, so please go over and vote. We have a dead tie at the moment, so somebody will get the opportunity to cast the
What are we on tie on, Steve?
Well, there's a lot of classes, including all the APG classes as well. Sorry, the bird is going absolutely mental at me.
The sound effects are really realistic.
Right, so we've got a multi-way type between Barbarian, Champion, Investigator, Monk, Oracle, Rogue, Witch, or Alchemist. So
that's a big tie.
Yeah, that is big tie.
Really big tie.
So so get in there, cast your vote. It will still be open because it's a straw poll, and we will close that sometime before next week and announce the class to go with the ancestry. So it's a Leshy, which is a plant-based life form. So think Groot or an angry leek or onion or something. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get creative between now and
Matt Lillard, can you be a leek?
So yeah, choose an appropriate class and we'll have fun with it.
Cool. Oh, look, I've got my stickers. There we go. Right, cool. We'll call it a night there, guys. Thank you very much for watching us on Twitch. Lovely to have you. We're here every Thursday now. And if you're watching us on YouTube, check us out. Come on Twitch and you'll get some of these giveaways. If you're watching in YouTube, in the descriptions below, I'll list some discount codes for you there as well. So do pick those up. And if you can to help support us, if you can go to our YouTube channel and just subscribe, just hit like, it does help quite a lot. We've got more projects coming soon. We've been doing this for a few years now, but we've got more projects and bigger projects coming soon. A lot of stuff I can't tell you just yet, but we mentioned earlier in the episode about Starfinder and Tomb of Annihilation and stuff that we got going on soon. So yes, we'd love to have you joining us for those as well. It's not me. Steve will be doing Starfinder, who is Elias. There he is over there. Look. Ooh, hello. And Joe, who's one of our moderators, he's going to who's not on the screen. He's going to be DMing his first time for Tomb of Annihilation live. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Again, any good questions, feedback, send them in. We're happy to answer them. If you have fan artwork, if you have music, if you are a writer, an artist, a creator of some kind, and you'd like to be on here as a guest spot, look, we have a brick wall just kind of sitting there waiting for you to appear. We'd love to get you on, so do get in contact. Other than that, are we done? It's gone midnight.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
I think we're good. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Bye
Cheers.
bye.
Get to the chopper.